Good son, there'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Once I bozer of the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse behind this illusion. Kind of messed up on those lyrics there, but hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I cannot. Oh, there's two sheets. That's confusing me. Hey guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And before we get started, everyone should always check out at Hey David Don and at King Mavs Forever on the Twitter. You got Standoff Chart and King Mavs on the app. Kobe Collects and OMI Player One on the YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, you got Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Golden Assets, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy of Bermuda, and Sody Pop Media. Also, you have on Twitters, you got at EQ_crypto and Wet Wizard Veve. They are amazing to follow. Got DerekBrad.com/pages/Veve-photography if you want to see Veve NFTs out in the real world. AfroDroidLegends.com, UStayGlassy.store, and WoundedWarriorProject.org. If you have some extra monies and you want to donate some monies, whatever, or Affinity, hypnotherapy.com.au is strictly meant for help if you want to talk to someone or if you want to support the Aussie friends. Now, there is a couple of things we have to go over. Good Lord, is Batman on the move? Most people, they mention, I feel like, the Becky Cloonan and the Joe M. Batmans, they're honorable mentions. They never make anyone's, top 5, top 10 list. They're always just they're there. They kind of gloss by them. And the big story was, today, where you did have, the Todd go up to 13.5. Yes, is at 13.5 right now. And there is 2, 3, 4. 4 before we get to 1,400. I'm sorry, 14,000. There's a lot more now. There wasn't that many before, but either way, this kind of seems like a decent floor. Unless we get a gem squeeze, this is, I don't know if we go back down to 12. We might get 12.5, 12.7, that type of thing. But the Eddie Riso Batman, excuse me, that stayed steady at about 23.4, 23.5. But the big story for me, at least the last 12 hours, again, maybe the last 10 hours, because Todd McFarlane did reach that earlier today. We were freaking out about that earlier this morning on stream. But the Joey M. Batman, which I don't think had ever reached more than 1,900, went up to 2,800 before. It's at 2,650, so, it did have that small little retrace. It went up, and then it didn't, shoot back down like it did the other day when it was, 1,900, and then it went back down to, 1,300. Now this went up a lot. This basically went up to where the Becky Cloonan Batman was before it went down, and that's where it settled. But Becky Cloonan went up to 4K. It's 3,600 now, but which again is after that monstrous rise, you wanted to come back down a little bit. So that's absolutely bananas. I did not expect that at all. I mean, it kind of makes sense. So now you have 35. Let's say almost 36 from the Becky Cloonan, and what I say the Joey Mads was, about 20. So figure lowballing it, 35 and 25. That's an extra $6,000. $6,000 plus 30, so it's let's say 19 plus 20. So this is over 40. To get the first set is over $40,000. I'll repeat that. To get the first set, you need over $40,000. 2 weeks ago, you didn't even need 20. This is, what thing doubles at these prices? Going from, the Spider-Man, the common zombie hunter Spider-Man, yeah, that had going from $90 to $180. That's okay. That's fine because it's not that much. But going from less than $20,000 to over $40,000 in less than 2 weeks, holy crap! For anyone that had that set, and I'm just talking about one set. There's people who probably have multiple sets of those. To make that in that amount of time, it's mad. And also another good thing is that even though the volume the last 24 hours for OMI is less than it has been, typically outside of the last 24 hours, the last 72 or 3 days, 72 hours beforehand, we had about 70. It had about 11 million, give or take, of volume, and we're staying relatively steady at 0.0074. We kind of been between the 7.4 and 7.5 phase. I did not mean to go back here. Oh no. Okay, hang on. OMI. Yep. Go back to OMI. Okay, there we go. But today, the last 24 hours, despite having less volume, we have like 9.4 million. So we had $2 million less volume, and we stayed the same. So that means not a ton of people are selling, just pretty good. I think a lot of people know. And also, be advised, guys, if you want to buy something with OMI, I have like dozens and dozens of people, most of which I haven't even responded to yet, in my inbox wanting to sell stuff. So if you want to buy something with OMI, I will probably have a seller for you. If you want to sell something with OMI, probably not going to happen, just because there's so many. There's so much competition with people like these are, which again, I'm not. OMI might not moon for another month. We might still have a month of growth left, but beforehand. I mean, it's possible that next week, not this week coming, but the next week, we have a little bit of a rise with the token swap, and maybe after that we get on exchanges like a couple weeks after, so maybe mid-February. So maybe we only have 3 weeks left. At the earliest, let's go. Also be advised, guys. There's no been official announcement yet, but me, Taps Trades, and Cavell Anderson will be interviewing Jeremy Padower on 27 January at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We kind of just got thrown into that. It wasn't even like Jeremy tagged us. Uncle Jay, Uncle Pokemon, he tagged us. He was on something, not like he was on the drugs, rather. He was on like a Twitter thread, and somebody mentioned us, and Uncle Jeremy's like, "Hey, let's go, let's do it." And I was like, "Oh my god!" I saw that. I was like, "Oh, this is great." So that meant a lot. So we're doing that on 27 January. Again, we'll have an official announcement at some point, and yeah, and that's during the token swap. So potentially, let's say the token swap takes 2 weeks, last week of January and first week of February. It's very possible that at the second week of February, get exchanges, or at least an exchange announcement. Again, I'm not expecting until late February, but it is possible that during those 2 weeks where we're doing the swap, that they at least announce exchanges for the week after. Like that first week of February, maybe they announce that it's going to happen on that second week of February, which would just be, bananas. So again, I'm just letting you guys know some timelines about things. There's the next AMA, which I'm not sure when it is. It might be this week. It might be this Friday, because they usually have one every 2 weeks, which they probably will, just because they really want to make sure that people are educated for the next couple of weeks, talking about token swapping and stuff, where you want it on layer 1 on an exchange where you can sell it, or layer 2 on the app where you can stake it, whichever. Or I got a couple million on the app right now, and I might get a couple million more, at some point. I would at that point have to use the manual token swap site, which I'm not sure I want to do, but I'll keep you posted. I've been babbling along here. Let me get to some comments real quick. Fabian Perez, give me that smiley face. Mr. LG's to the moon. Wes says, "You're increasing the streaming, bro." Glad you're increasing. Yeah, I'm trying my very best. I mean, there are people that say, "Hey, I don't want to watch a 2-hour, 3-hour, 4-hour thing. Can you shorten the videos?" So I do try to do videos, but I really just tell them, like, listen, if just watch the first 8, 12 minutes, and that's the normal video. But yeah, Cavell Anderson once told me that it's like, yeah, if you stream a lot, you get a lot of watch hours. He said that's like a cheat code. Your stuff will be recommended more. I was like, oh, okay. So I made a promise to myself that this year I'd be really, really dedicated, and I would stream a lot, and I would make videos a lot, and it kind of makes sense too, because you have a bunch of new people that I get pretty much every night I get new subscribers, because they're like, hey, he answers questions, he answers every question, and then I gotta make sure that the people that are on the fridge and on the freezer get their money's worth. And Dashy likes the attention. We got Pokidoki says, "Go Randy, good morning, good morning." I mean, it's evening over here, but good morning where you are, Pokidoki. Mike A says, "How about this hypothesis, Randy? OMI drops to 0.0067 next week, and then we won't see those levels again. Date announcement for OMI swap cements floor." I mean, it's possible. I mean, if we do go back down there, I'll probably try to put in another $500. It's not a lot. It wouldn't even get me 100,000. But slowly but steadily, trying to get more and more. I mean, I could sell NFTs for more, but I just sold that Spider-Man one, and I don't want to, yeah. Moving on. Justin says, "Todd to pass Riso, you heard it here." I've heard that argued. I don't know. I just don't see it. Ballin says, "Can you walk us through escrow service, especially when it relates to multiple payment types, fees involved, etc.?" So for me, what would usually happen if someone is buying something with OMI, I'll say, okay, we make sure this is what this person is buying. This is how much they're paying for it. They send me the OMI, they send me the collectible, and then as soon as I get both, then I go and I send the payment first, and then I send the collectible. And once the payment is received, then I send it, and then that's it. I usually charge, if it's for like $1,000 to $10,000, I'll charge an Alligator Loki. If it's 10,000 or above, I'll charge 2 Alligator Lokis. If it's like 100,000 and above, an ultra rare Alligator Loki. I don't know, just because it's really, really high risk. God forbid something happens, and that's pretty much what goes on. Cody Williams says, "I need OMI to drop back down in the next week. If not, still bagging up." That would be nice, so we could fill our bags one last time. I've said that probably like 80 times by now. MBZ's is all Golden Moments Moon, are they? I hope so. That'd be great for all my friends that have them. Wes says, "Yeah, dude, Batman Who Laughs went absolutely insane. People were asking me yesterday, hey, this is done really well. It's at like $400. Should I get some?" I was like, listen, that is a common. And that common has 16,800. It's not Adam. It is a first appearance, so I will give it that. I was like, it's already like the most expensive common, minus like I think the Powerpuff Girls series 2. There's a common in there that like Bubbles is a common, but she's 600 of her. I was like, that it's like the most expensive common, especially for that mint size. Like I get it, first appearance, it's cool, but and it was at $300-400, and then it went to $600+. Like, okay, maybe I'm an idiot. Like, and that's what I don't see about OMI, where I only see OMI really going to 30 cents, and this is like a good bull base. Golden Goose, scenario, 50 cents. We have, but when Crypto Rain says, yeah, I think we get it, we can get $1. So not that we shouldn't, but when he says we get $1 this year, I was like, I don't see that. But I also didn't see a common with 16,800 mints, which is already, I thought, overvalued at like $350, $400, go to like $650. I did not see that coming at all. Like, am I being asked a question by Quicksilver? Like, you didn't see that coming? I did not see that coming at all. So, yeah, that was insane. And that is, someone asked me, I guys like, listen, I wouldn't get it because and if you asked me, I don't know, I still would not get it because now it's even more overpriced than I think. But fudge, man, I don't know. I thought that would go down. Did not. That goes to show you the type of money that's coming in. Like, it doesn't care. It doesn't. Now, if that can give us a glimpse into the future about other commons, if that can give us a glimpse into the future about other things, then maybe I'm being too conservative on a lot of my price predictions. I'm gonna also go to I'm gonna go to my YouTube here, and I'm going to give myself a like. So if everybody else could give me a like, that would be super dandy. That is a free way to support the channel. I hope you all take me up on that. Wake me up inside. Can't wake up. Save me. All right, moving on. Wes says, yeah, Batman last. Wes says, adjusted, not crazy. Cody Williamson says, things gains in the collectibles are historic right now. Oh, this is crazy. Veve will soon be the #1 NFT company soon, above Bored Apes and CryptoPunks. I did watch Taps Trade's video on that. Bored Apes, yeah, absolutely. CryptoPunks, he said, is very, very hard to get a read on that because just because it was hard to get one when you have the sales are so infrequent. But we'll definitely take out Bored Apes, coming for them. MBZ is OMI gonna get a Dogecoin pump. I mean, it's not a meme coin. It is something that is very, very good. People will love. Again, the investment. It's a coin has not been attached to something like this ever. This is uncharted territory. We don't know exactly how the market's going to react. Maybe the market's stupid and it's like, I don't know. But people on. So I had a buddy of mine. Maybe I could show you the text. Who. All right, hang on. No. Bananas. No. So he was. I don't know where it was. Oh yeah. It says big money knows. Scared of foreign exchange rules. Easiest play is the NFTs and exchanges. He had just sold something and he grabbed something else. But it says currently he's been texting the Wall Street guys all day, busting their chops, pretty much saying that. And he's buddy with a lot of Wall Street guys, and they will get in, but they are waiting on exchanges. So we have not yet begun to moon, which we haven't. Next stop is Coinbase. Maybe would be a big one. And who knows? And a lot of people have been asking me about, hey, what about staking? Obviously, we're gonna be able to stake on the app. I'll have $50,000 there to stake. But staking on an exchange, I don't see, because again, the only way I see the exchanges offering that is we would have to stake a fudge ton, and we would have to get a very, very small APY. Again, why? Because they could give it to us via the fees that they collect, and I just don't. Because again, the token's deflationary. It's not like they're not even not making. It's not like Bitcoin where it's just okay that no more can be made. It's just like this. It's not. They're not making more. Like Doge, they can print however much a day. They're not even like Bitcoin where it just stays steady. There's less and less every single day, and this is before burning from the circulating supply. So I don't really know how they're going to be able to give us an APY unless it's a super small amount from the fees that they collect. I just wouldn't. If I was an exchange, I just wouldn't offer that. I was like, you can buy it here. Yeah, I would not. I would not do that. Cody Williams says, I don't understand how people don't understand that OMI is going to pump when we get a huge exchange. Some people are preaching stay away from OMI and just do what works with the collectibles. Now, fair point. Collectibles are a pretty proven system of success. It's only going to grow. More people are only going to put more money in. But I don't see how this stays so. Like, this is going to be worth so much money. And also, like a stock, like let's say it does a certain amount of revenue, how much is it going to trade above that? Does the market cap trade at 5x revenue, 10x revenue, 100x revenue? I think we get $2 billion in revenue this year, but even if we get 1 billion and we do 100x, that's 100 billion market cap. That is a lot higher than where we are now. What are we at now? Take a look. Market cap now is 1.794. What let's just say 1.8 because we're at 1.79. So $1.8 billion market cap. So let's take a look at. So if we would do a 55x If we had $100 billion market cap, if we do $1 billion of revenue this year, and then they go and let's say the token is valued somehow at 100x of our revenue, and we have a $99 billion market cap, so we increase by 55. So 7, 5, 10. So we would be 41 cents. That's a lot. 41 cents would be, Jesus, man. And that's possible. It's very, very possible. Again, that is not likely. That is just that we're valued at that. Again, I think we do $2 billion this year. But let me get to the super chat. I'll get back to the math. We got Superman saying, "Do you know anyone who would trade a Superman and a Wonder Woman for $1 million OMI? I can get you that Alligator Loki." I could ask, but again, I've got several dozen people in my inbox asking me like, "Hey, I'm trying to sell this. Can you get OMI for it?" And I've got like 3 people that are like, "Yeah, I'll buy this certain thing for OMI," but they want to pay a very large discounted rate. And I've been wasting so many hours of my day trying to get these people together, and I'm like, nah, I can't do it now. The price moved. Nah, I can't. So I'm not gonna lie, getting a little. My jimmies are getting a little rustled. People saying that they want to sell or they want to buy, and they're like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it for that price. So do a lot of these work out? Absolutely. Do a lot of people back out? Also, absolutely. This is why I collect that premium. This is why I collect that Alligator Loki. But I will ask, and I will let y'all know. Moving on here. Where was I? I forget where I was. Oh yeah. I should probably make that its own video, where I like I said, I think we do $2 billion, and that's where we are right now. It's we're gonna have a lot of amazing stuff this year. And now there are founders token unlocks in February. I'm not worried about those though. I'm pretty standard happy with them. Things and collectibles are historic. Yeah, they are. Everyone says OMI and just do what works. Yeah. MBZ says I'm surprised too. They're looking at the 650 billion of supply. Yeah, they are looking at that, not realizing what's actually in circulating. Justin's going like this. Cody says they need to do some more research on circulating supply. Also good on them though. Veve collectibles will most certainly rise as OMI does. Just think OMI in the next 2 months is primed for bigger gains. Yes, very much so. Justin says Ultraman dope. Steve said, I really don't think we're going to see a correction until the new listings, Immutable X, so much buying power and FOMO right now. Like, there was, we had, but the last 24 hours just back down, like 9 million. We're not going anywhere on 9 million in volume. We will at some point. But just not on 9 million. MBZ said, David Gokenstein says, or whatever his name is, said he's all in. He's got a lot of, he's all in. The Doge Millionaire is in, which is fantastic. So I forget his name, but the guy that's like the Doge Millionaire, I think he had tweeted that Andre Jick got him in. I think it was Andre Jick and Foster Hill. Like they had helped him with it. So, how much did he put in? I don't know. Did he sell his Doge? I don't think he definitely didn't sell all his Doge. Like his followers are all about Doge. But I'm pretty sure that, he didn't just put in like, $5,000 I'm all in. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how much he had, but I'm pretty sure he put in 5 to 6 figures. It doesn't make sense to say you're all in when you're a millionaire and put in like $10,000. Like $100,000 is probably even not all in for him, but there's probably a decent amount. Like which again is not a ton, but it's great. It's great. He's gonna make a lot of money. And yeah, Dave Gokenstein he's very, very respected. We got a super chat coming in from. Didn't scroll far enough. Coming in from Mauricio Arlano saying, do we have to pay tax on our flips on Veve? I have zero idea. I know accountants are going to be so pissed off. Like, I have no idea what's going on. You need like a crypto accountant. I am gonna be so lost. Gonna be so lost. So I don't know. Where was I? Cody Williamson says, we have just so many affordable collectibles on Veve when you compare it to other huge NFT players in the space. I think the big NFT whales are starting to pour in. I think so too. I mean, maybe not yet, but they will. I will. Steve says, I think my number 200 R2D2 will be at least 80 to 100K in a year. That's a lot. But keep the dream alive, man. Cody says, Steve, very possible. Justin says, we're going to be making thousands overnight from OMI 2. Tens of thousands. Hundreds of thousands. Yeah, I mean, we're making thousands a day. Just on the Todd. Just on the Todd, you're making thousands. Not including if you're stacking something. Again, if you have 10 of something and it goes up $100, well, you just made $1,000. It's good stuff. Steve says, oh yeah. Cody was, yes sir. Zachar says first, and Cowboys blew it. Yeah, Cowboys did a thing. They bad times for them. Shout out to my friend Lou. He's a big Cowboys fan. He's like, it's America's team, and he's probably so sad. Slingshot says all golden moments will go high this end of year. Steamboat Willie Ultra Rare is much undervalued by many, but it looks like it will melt faces by end of year. It's very possible that does as well. Vladimir Kolombet says, am I gay? Sorry for bailing on you today with the escrow. I see you're in the chat. Yeah, so there was a another escrow, which is like, again, as long as people are respectful, and it's like, hey, I'm sorry. It's, like I understand. Like I do. It's hard to part with OMI. It's hard to part with collectibles. 99 S tier Carlos, that $1 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for the sticker. Saying, can you give me an estimated value of my Holiday Groot Rare number 73? Okay, that's a lot. Because you got the uncommon 78, so that's. But let me. Hang on 1 second. I'll tell you right now, and it shouldn't really take too long. The 73 Holiday Groot. I don't know, 400-ish. And then you got the uncommon Holiday Groot. It's 550, 600-ish. And the... Oh, no, all right, so there's the common, the uncommon, and the rare. Let's see, the rare. The rare should be a couple thousand, but it's probably not going to be. No, I'm sorry. The rare is probably 1,200-ish. Yeah, you got a couple for 18. You got 91 for 1,800, but nobody's biting. So the rare, probably a little less than that. And the uncommon, I might have given you a mistake on. It might actually only be 400-ish for the uncommon. Yeah, you have one for $7.99. You have one for $8. You have one for $600. Yeah, I'd say try it for $5. Maybe somebody buys it. That is my analysis. Okay, and back up here. Possible. Okay. Cody Williams says, imagine how crazy R2 would go on OpenSea. Yeah, a golden one. If he had sound, it'd be even better. So he says, yeah, OpenSea and Asian market. Ryder Mantic, let's go! Let's get this bread! Cody Williams says, the Bored Apes have nothing on R2. R2 would pwn him. Baldwin says, I'd wager many of us want a spread of long IP holds. It's hard not to FOMO in. Today's drop could end up a solid OpenSea sell, though. Thoughts on establishing portfolio weights? I mean, it depends. For each person, it depends what their goals are. You remember in the Lego movie where they're all supposed to do a certain number of things. They're supposed to go to work. They're supposed to eat at the same place and do whatever. But this one guy does it too perfectly. He's like, yeah, I go to work. I do this thing. I do what everybody else does. And everybody else says, yeah, you do that, but there's nothing special about you. Like even like Bob eats sandwiches or eats potatoes or has hoagie, like whatever he did. He's like, at least Bob has that. and you just don't have anything that makes you special. And I feel like, investing is not a one size fits all. If you go and you say like, yeah, I did my, I do my 40 at the office, I invest in 401k, like you'll be fine. You'll do that for 40 years and you could retire a millionaire. You get a decent job, in your 20s, work for 40 years, you retire at 62, 65, you probably retire a millionaire. You have to work for 40 freaking years, which is, my God, it's like, it takes your life. It literally takes your life. And I feel like, and I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but I just feel like if you have something that like, hey, you know what, I have, kind of like, I'm spreading around, I have the blue chips, I have the, again, it's really hard to get the blue chips. Because they're like, Superman was like, what, $8,000? Steamboat Willie, that ultra, like $8,000. These are very, very expensive to get now. We got stupid lucky when we were able to get those. To get those, it's nuts. It's a lunacy. So I would say that there are many good things, obviously some better than others. But I don't think, especially for DC, because DC has a lot less fees than Marvel or Disney. So if you wanted to stack Harley Quinns, want to stack Jokers, if you wanted to stack Nightwing, or stack something cheaper, let's say Hawkgirl. You want to stack Hawkgirl, you have 10 Hawkgirl. So a couple grand spent, you stack 10 of those. I think that might be a better move than to be like, I'm going to get one of this, one of this, one of this, one of this. Sure, does the one thing you have, out of the 10 or 12 things that you get, can one of them have like a huge run up, and does that make up for all the other ones that are only growing like this and one grows like this? Yeah, absolutely. Again, all these are going to go anyway. And I know you can't work the same way with collectibles that you did with stocks. I really did not like classic investing. And thank God, if I would have done classic investing, I'd still be working. I'd still be in my office. I'd still be like, I would, oh my God. People doing, hey, get one of this, get some of these, get some of these, get some of these. Like, how do you know 20 different companies? Now, I get it. With collectibles, it is different. You don't need to know too much about them, but, by 10 Hawkgirls or by, 3 Wonder Woman. Rather do 3 Wonder Woman. I wouldn't get, like, one of these from here. I'd rather stack for stuff that I like, that I know that I have, like, just because... and again, especially with DC, because the fees are so much less. I think those are really good moves. Again, not necessarily Hawkgirl, but maybe her too. She comes out Wonder Woman 3, and maybe she has a new comic line, or whatever it is. Just spouting ideas here. Could end up in OMI and establishing portfolio. Yeah. So when you talk about portfolios, if you want. If you want to play it safe, just buy and hold. Buy a Wonder Woman, buy Superman. Again, a lot of these are really expensive. If you don't have a ton of money, buy Wonder Woman, buy first appearance Joker, first appearance Harley, and that's like what, 4K? It's so much. And it's rough that if you only have a couple $100, there's not too much you can do. You'd have to be able to go and say, okay, let me get these comics. Let me try to get lucky on a drop and resell. And it's getting a lot harder to do that. So you do have to change. We have the same tools, we have the same minds and everything, but the game is changing a little bit. And I think in order to really get ahead, you do have to try to think outside the box. I'm not saying to go buy 100 Alligator Lokis or again, the Alligators are Marvel. You have to, if it goes up, oh hey, this went up 10%. Okay, but you're only making 1.5% because it has an 8.5% fee. And again, I'm not selling my Lokis. I'll sell a lot of other Marvel stuff. I will not sell Lokis. It's hard. Even the Batman, even the Joe M. Batman. It's rough. So yeah, the portfolio, again, it really depends on goals. Justin says fire. Says I only have one collectible. Been here since March. You only got one collectible? You've been here since March? just put all my cash in OMI. Again, that's not bad. That's not bad. We'll the YouTubers will be able to tell you, what a lot of good ones are. And I mean, like I said, a lot of DC is really good. If you have a lot of extra money and you want to put it into other stuff, the animated stuff, the ultra rare, the anything animated, probably going to go up like a lot. Slingshot says once OMI will get listed on top exchanges, it'll go to the same level with Veve. Sadly, mass crypto investors are lazy doing their own research, just go by FOMO. Yeah, and that's the other reason why I think that 50 cents is my golden goose scenario, is because people just FOMO in, not even knowing what it is. Yeah, and we get that crowd on board. Could you imagine we get like Robinhood on board? And the people on there they'll throw money at anything. And not that this is the coin that like, oh yeah, they'll throw money at, we can get that. We don't need that crowd, but that is a big crowd. Be like, oh, I heard about OMI. Huh. I don't think the people on, Robinhood are gonna be like, okay, let me see who the founders are. Let me watch their interviews. Let me go and, I don't think they're going. Most of them probably not going to do that. The smart money will. Smart money will throw. And again, smart money is what you want, because they'll throw millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions in. Justin says sell everything, not blue chip. I mean, could. It's a strategy. Steve says so true. Cody says blue chips. When we either get OMI to NFT or go into parabolic, I think that's why whales are stacking up now. OMI to NFT will soon be good for OMI and NFTs. Yes, we'll have dual usage there. Doesn't says let's go Todd. Momofly says would all of season 1 technically be a blue chip just because it's season 1? No, but I mean that does give it that little coveted like, oh hey, season 1. It'll be very hard to get when we're on season 10. And we're already on season 3, so it's not like we're oh yeah, season 30 and we're on like season 2. No, like we're on season 3. It's kind of a third of the way there to 10. Happen says I'm concentrated that rather than diversified. OMI, Gala, Cardano. I want at least one to win big 2022 and beyond. Well, Hetman, I already sold everything for OMI, so I can't tell you exactly what to do. And I just realized that all those comments that I just went over the last 20-something minutes, those are all before I started the video. So now I'm finally getting to the comments when I started the video, 37 minutes later. Okay, let's get this bread. It's going to be a long night. MBZ said, what's up, Randy? What's going on, MBZ? How you doing? Vladimir Columbus said, smash that like button. Oh, smash it. Ray Grenade said, what's up, foo? What's going on? It's Brandon Michael. Hi. Jake Donnelly says, Veve Vault vid on NFT taxes is really good. Start tracking every trade. Yeah, I mean, you have that in the transactions. Billy Bob Bitcoin says, I'm selling my secret rare Amazing Spider-Man number 3 for Ultra Rare Marvel 1 tonight. Ooh, interesting. Bill Gardner says, what's up, Randy? Picked up an Ecto 1 the other day and a Spider-Man rare today. Nice. Good for you. Homer's at 1,500. Wow. It's like $1,000 in like a week. Good for him. Shake and Bake says, my Cowboys let me down again, so I went to the app and looked at my Todd, feeling a little bit better. I'm glad that we can do that. It can heal your wounds left to you by the Cowboys. Cody Williams says, Todd was 4 away from 16K at one point. It was nuts. We'll get there at some point. Vladimir Columbus says, are we going to talk about Pro the Doge joining the community? It is very cool. I'm very, very excited that not just for, I don't know him, but I know he's younger. I don't know what exactly he invested in before Doge, but I'm glad that he became, like the Doge millionaire. Because that kind of told people, like, hey, you can make money in crypto. Now, unfortunately, it was with Doge, and it wasn't something, that had, like, utility. But I think if he... And again, he said he congratulated, I think, like, Andre Jick and Foster Hill for getting into him. If he's talking with Foster, he's probably getting educated. He's probably learning a lot. And because he is such a big influencer, has a lot of followers, he can go and tell his followers, not just like, oh yeah, go into this because it's a meme coin. He's like, hey guys, I know we're all about the memes. I know we're all about the the Doge and to the moon, and Big Daddy Elon. I love Elon. But he can say, like, guys, listen, this, and this. I don't care what he says. It could be the next Doge, or it could be like, it's obviously going to be bigger. It's obviously better already. But if he can tell his followers, hey, listen, nothing wrong taking a profit. If you want to put some money in this, I just put some money in this, and hopefully, they follow the leader. And again, through that, through appropriate YouTuber to subscriber education, he can empower his subscribers to make informed decisions about their future finances, not just, let's chase this meme. And that could be really, really good for a lot of the population, for a lot of crypto. That's really what I'm most excited about. Yes, it's going to help us get a lot of money, but I'm excited that maybe another 10,000 or 50,000 people can get educated overnight. Just from the tutelage of Foster and Andre Jick, going on to the Dogecoin millionaire, and then from him to that. I think that would be, that's what I'm most excited about, is people that maybe don't understand crypto or don't understand how to invest, and them learning through the Dogecoin millionaire via Andre Jick and Foster. Like, hey, here's why. Like, don't just throw your money into stuff. Here's why we're throwing our money into stuff. That's what I'm very excited about. So yeah, moving on. Cody Williams says, yeah, I just read that. Jinferno says, howdy. Billy Bob Bitcoin says, how many hours a day do you spend tracking items on the market? I don't know if you would see this as like sad, or as like, wow, it's dedicated. Every waking hour that I am not streaming or working out. So most of my day. Nathan Scully says, stunned first appearance Joker / Harley are still so low in comparison. I don't want to say. I mean, it is still not the first set. I mean, it's the first appearances of them, and again, I love them. I definitely recommend. But I don't know if they're like crazy low because of that. I think they're just lower, and they'll catch up. They will catch up, but there's a lot of them. 7,500. Excuse me. Justin says, I made 2,500 on Ultraman overnight. I love this game. Yeah, those types of moves where someone just they make that like that. That is worth it. That is worth me streaming. As much as I do like destroy my that is worth when people say like, yeah, dude, my mortgage. Oh yeah, this payment's covered because of what I made overnight. It's crazy. Gooseneck says, will Iron Man be the number 3 most valuable golden moment? It is the coolest of them all. He is very cool. Maybe. Yeah, obviously Walt, so no one's catching him. R2 is pretty expensive. People love R2, but yeah, Iron Man. Elsa. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see who's going to win that race. Reagan is, personally think Iron Man is the ugliest Disney moment. Two people look at the same thing, they'll interpret it differently. Whereas the action figures have way more detail. Maybe they can upgrade it. I was thinking they could as well. Again, I want that Iron Man. Proton Cannon. Oh, that'd be epic. Sniper says, when they can't get any more Todd and Riso, they'll be going for the Becky. It'll be 10K before you know it. Probably could. It probably could. It's going crazy. Frank says, I moved a little under 200,000 OMI back to Bit4X and 1 million OMI to the web wallet for staking and land purchasing. Heck yeah. The issue I'm having right now is telling people like how much to put there, because you'll need this top tier is $50,000, which would be 6 million and change OMI right now, but when this 10x's in a couple months, you'd only really need 600. That I have 6 million OMI in the app right now. It's $44,000. When this 10x's and I have almost 500,000 on the app, it's like, man, that's a lot, and I don't know if I want to keep that on there. It's a lot. What we got here? What we got right here? Frank said, moved a little on. Oh, I just read that. Just said you get 3 million OMI for your Spider-Man. My secret rare Spider-Man? Nah, I got a little more than that. Carlos Aguirre says, "Hey Randy, how do I find escrows? I'm trying to sell my Ultra Spider-Man animated. Um, if I find it's really hard. If you find a buyer and you have a deal worked out, let me know, and I'll do escrow for you. If the deal's worked out already, if you don't, then it's like it's really hard, because not too many people are buying with OMI, so it is hard. Gooseneck says, Randy, how many OMI tokens did you get for your Spider Secret? He didn't say that I could say, but it was a good amount. It was a nice amount. Exidle, straight fire. Ray Kyo says, DeLorean Ultra Rare has gone up to 1450 gems. Yo! I love this game! I love this game! Muhammad Sugar says, man, it's crazy how many people still don't know about OMI. I know, dude. I can't wait for marketing. Can't wait for marketing. Yogo Son says, how much OMI he own? Me? Low 120s now. Low 120s. It's great. Moody says, snagged a brain, just us. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. 666 editions. Legit. Caspi says, I'm putting Becky number 38 on the market tomorrow. Oh, what do you think it would sell for? Oh, girl. Oh, my God. All right, let's take a look-see here. No. Okay, full sets. Batman black and white. Wow. Becky number 38. So Becky at 3,500 right now. I just got re-excited all over again. Let's see the sub 100 on this. I would guess 18,000. Oh no, you can get one for 10,000. You can get a couple of these for 10,000. I think those are probably undervalued considering the price. The cheapest one, sub 50. There's only one sub 50. It's at 49,000. But I think if you put, instead of Becky, number 38, if for 40, I don't know if it'll sell. Put it for 30K, that'll most likely sell. That would most likely sell. Like I said, I have so I haven't really had luck. Like the Secret Rare Storm number 43 I have for 17K, which is undervalued for it, but not a lot, but a couple $100. Secret Rare Captain America I have for 40K, number 47. That is undervalued based on the prices by about 5K. And I do want to, if I'd sell for OMI, sure, but I really do want to have some gems just in case in case the gem squeeze does happen. So I'm going to remove both the listings, and I'm just going to show you guys exactly how I go to things and try it, just for those of you that haven't been here before, or for those of you that say like, hey, show me. So Captain America, there is 50 something for sale. There's 6,800 for the floor. So usually for the secret rares, 6,800, you have to, for the sub 100s, you times it by 2.5. So it's about $17,000 for the sub 100s. And usually the sub 50s sell for about 3x on top of that. So actual fair market price is about $51,000. And if I go to the low to high and I sort by that, the mint number, you do have a, 17,000? You do have a number 93 for 15,000, which is undervalued, so that's a good pickup. And the only sub 50s are Mr. Pags's 42 and Marcon's 45. Again, I know the people that have numbers 41 through 45. So, and those are locked up. The only one I don't know is number 46, and I have 47. So there's only one actual person that could actually go below me. We got a super chat from Jeff D saying, remember it was said that something is coming to the app, that it'll be as big of a change as comics were. Any ideas? I think it'll be like anime, like it'll be books, or it'll be board games, or it'll be cards, something like that. Like that's what I think they mean, like a new medium. I think the new medium would be like, oh, hey, we had collectibles, now we have comics. And then I think we're going to get board games or cards or music, something along those lines. And I can't wait. I can't wait for it. So anyway, this Captain America Secret Rare, like I said, fair market value would be about $51,000. And I had it for 40 and no one was biting. It's real. Now again, I got it for $9,000. It was stupid undervalued at that point. So I don't know how nobody picked that up, but like how much do I want to put it for 37? And net, like, let 34K. It's hard. It's hard. I'll do it though. Number 47, sell on the market for 37,123,000, and I would net about 33,855. It is. Yeah, that's did not want to do that. And I'm gonna do the same thing for Storm and see what she's at now. Because again, I got Storm for like 2,500, stupid low. She's 2,200 on the app. Wow, that's nothing. 2,299. So let's say 2,300 times 2.5. So 5,750 is a sub 100 times 3. So 17,250. But let's see what else she's at. Jesus. I mean, I guess I'll put her for like 16K. This is the item. And then I'll get back to everyone here. I'll get back to comments, I promise. So in the market, and we are going 1, 2, 3 for $16,000. I am only going to net. Oh God, 1,300 out of that. So 15. I'll net over 1,400, which is 14,000, which is still fine. I only paid 2.5K for her. So I'll see I'll see how those do. Where was I here? Okay. All right, here we go. How many OMI tokens did you get? Oh yeah, I just read a bunch of those. God, I love that the DeLoreans are getting some good stuff. What are your thoughts on Powerpuff Girls? I love them. I love Powerpuff Girls. Probably collect the first set back again in the future. Superman says, anybody willing to trade $1 million OMI for Superman? No, somebody up there is willing to trade a Superman and something else for $1 million. Nino Blue says 2 Wonder Womens or Alpha Flight Secret Rare Mint 403 and 1 Wonder Woman Meow Gang Insight. Oh, okay. Probably the 2 Wonder Woman. That's what I would choose. Sideman says, Spider-Man Common hitting 1K in 25,000 editions. Wow, that's incredible. He was close for a while. He was actually... I X'd out of the app. I hate it when I do that. I gotta go back in the app. Oh, whoa. We got a new Patreon member. It is Nathan Scully. Right? Yes. All right, let's... Actually, I forgot to put Raythax highlighted in blue. He always asks to be highlighted in blue. And I don't have one right now, so I gotta go get one at some point. I also forgot to go to the store, and I got... So anyway, Nathan Scully, $20 Patreon. And what time is it? It is Sunday, January 16th. Okay. Yeah. So guys, every time I get a new Patreon member, and it is part of the Meow Gang, I sing a song. 2022. So what song should I sing? I will do... Well, I already did... what did I do? I did Kansas. So I will do something different this time. That is not Kansas. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just can't... Oh, God, I forgot the rest of the lyrics. What you do to me when you hold me with your arms so tight, you let me know everything's all right. Hooked on a feeling. Okay, so that was a good Patreon member shout out. Honestly, it's already pretty much an hour, so we got at Hey David Don and King Mavs Forever on the Twitter that you need to follow, Standoff Chart and King Mavs on the app that you also need to follow. Colby Collects and OMI Player One on YouTube are must subscribes to, and people that I'm also subscribed to are Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Golden Assets, Puddin' Cheeks, BB Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy of Bermuda, and Sodi Pop Media. Also fun people on the Twitters at EQ_crypto and at WetWizardVV. And then you got DerekBrad.com/pages/VV-photography over on the website to look at VV NFTs in the real world. AfroDroidLegends.com, YouStayGlassy.store, and WoundedWarriorProject.org, places to spend your hard-earned monies or to donate your monies. And affinityhypnotherapy.com.au is if you need to talk to someone. Or if you just want to support your Australian brothers. We got another super chat coming in from... Oh god, I didn't scroll far enough. Camster saying comics are the only items that are still super undervalued. You can still grab a bunch of sub 500 grails for under 300. I wouldn't call them grails, but you can call them secret rares for under 300. Yeah, and some of those secret rares have like they're worth less than $500. There's less than 500 of them for those secret rares, and you get for $300. That's nuts. That's nuts. But good pointing out. Good pointing out, Camster. Good pointing out. I don't have the funds for that right now, but maybe at some point in the future I will. Where was I? Oh yeah, so the common Spider-Man's hitting 1,000. Did it hit 1,000? And again, thank you, Nathan Scully, for that. Being the new Meow Gang member. I literally just reprinted those, and I got another one already. It was great. It was great. I love it when things like that happen. All right, so the common Spider-Man, is it really close to that? 865. Okay, all right. So it's not at its high. And the uncommon 760. Probably good pickups because again they're not at its high. Okay, the rare is climbing back up almost to all-time highs at about 1,800. Ultra rares are at about. Oh, I'm sorry. Secret rares are at 68 still, so that stayed steady for a couple days, which is kind of what you want. Ultra rares at 9,200, and again with the ultra rares are 9,200 for the Peter Parker Spider-Man. And Ben Reilly's are about, 12.5. They've been there for a little while. The Ben Reilly's were like 18 grand at one point, and I've done this twice with Ben Reilly, where the first time it shoots up to like 8.8 grand, like I should sell right now. I know it's because again it doesn't rise, like it doesn't double and then not retrace a little bit, So when that went from like 2.9 to like 8.8, I was like, okay. Probably gonna retrace. I should sell. I did not sell. Retrace down to 4.9. Went up to like 18,000. I was like, I should probably sell. So it's probably gonna go. And then it went back down to 12 where it is now. And I could have done that twice. I didn't. But I digress. Learn from me. MBZ says, how much do you think the common veil sub 100 can go? Also, before I get to that, like I said, the Ben Reilly Spider-Man. I get it. It is the lowest mint Spider-Man. Obviously, Ben Reilly is in every way Peter Parker is just not Peter Parker. I don't think that should be double of the first appearance of, actual Spider-Man. So anyway, I digress. I wonder if we'll get like a Doc Ock Spider-Man. I forget what comic run is called. Ask Comics and Crypto or Sleeping Comics, where, Dr. Octopus is, like on his deathbed. He's like dying. And he has to speak to Peter Parker. And, Peter Parker is kind of being really weird. He's being like, high and mighty to the cops. He's like flirting with girls in front of MJ. He's being like, this is weird. And then it, he goes to like the Avengers Tower or whatever. And they say like, hey, Dr. Octopus has to speak with you. It's like, all right. And then we find out that it's actually Doc Ock in the, as Peter Parker in his body, and Peter Parker's in Doc Ock's body, and he's dying. I wonder if long story short, I'm not going to give anything away, but Doc Ock is Peter Parker. Yeah, or Doc Ock is in Peter Parker's body, and I wonder if we'll get that. That would be really interesting. I'd be very, very curious to see. Again, I don't want to spoil it. So how much do you think the common veil sub 100 can go? Oh, geez. Let's see. Go there. All right, specimen. You said the common. And how high can it go? Let's see what it's at right now. Oh, 160. I mean, I think if that's at 160, and you can get, number 97, a sub 100 at 579, it's not even 4x of, so I don't think this can go crazy high when I think that it's probably a good deal if this stays like that, a sub 100 that is less than 4x and it's a common. Oh wow, is this what you guys are doing to me? I got another Patreon member. I'll put on the sheet in a second. Thank you, Peter, for Peter Krasanak. All right, so this is gonna happen all night. Okay, let's see. But yeah, I don't think it can get too high right now, just because there's so many in between. That 579 and 1,000. That there's like 6, 8 of them, so you'd have to spend a decent amount in order for that to go. And I don't want to say matter, but oh god, you'd have to spend a large amount before. I need to get a garbage pail, the bigger one. Before that sub 100 really moves. So I'm gonna take another question here. Justin says at Superman, ha ha ha. TJ844 says Ray Fixley said Batman Who Laughs should be 5K. I think that's pretty insane. Like I think that's pretty insane. Yoga says Townville mayor is so undervalued. I love the mayor of Townville. Again, he was a little derpy, in the cartoon, but I mean, that whole cartoon was a little derpy. So I'm not gonna be like, hey, be making fun of him just because he's part of that crazy world. That whole world was pretty nuts. And this is 16 January. Okay. So I mean, not my favorite character. I wish they would have given us his secretary. His secretary I thought was really cool. All right, so I got a new Patreon member. Few times I've been round that track, it's not just gonna happen like that, cause I ain't no holla back girl, ain't no holla back girl. Few times I've been round that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that, cause I ain't no holla back girl, ain't no holla back girl. Oh, it's my, I heard that you were talking, and you didn't think that I would. Okay. Can I suggest a video on YouTube on how to get OMI? I want to get somebody, still don't know how to. I think, I'll just plug Foster, because he's just YouTube how to buy, in that search, how to buy OMI, and then just, I guess, pick the ones with the most views. But Foster Hilt's got a video on that. A couple people do. So moving on here. Taco says 2 Wonder Woman, definitely, yep. Hexidal says the common craze is crazy. It definitely is. Oh. I was supposed to use the name Crazy Croat. Okay, so apologies about that. I'm not gonna redo the shout out, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna edit that to say Crazy Croat. So I'm gonna. I don't wanna. Okay, here we go. Crazy Croat. Gonna. All right, moving on. OMI has no use case right now. I mean, it still does have the utility. Every time gems are spent, OMI is burned. Every time people buy gems, OMI is moved from that vault to that reserve wallet, and being able to go, like I said, when it is spent, it gets burned, and the use case is about to get very, very real. Very, very quickly with OMI to NFT. We're buying a bunch of other stuff. So I'm extraordinary. Like, again, this is the accumulation period. This is why you buy. You buy when it has next to no utility, and then when it does, whoosh. So again, just why I'm buying. Justin says nobody talks about how many mints Superman has. I kind of do. Crazy Croat. Okay. I mean, for me, the amount of mints that he has isn't crazy. Because it's not too far gone past the amount that the Todd has. It's only a couple, not even 2,000 above it. It's 1,388 above it. So it's really not bad at all. I mean, it's a lot, but it's, again, compared to the numbers that Todd does, it's fine. Siamese is 1.5 million users. Ain't nothing. See what happens when we hit 50 million. I think we'd hit 50 million by the end of 2023. Said it before, say it again. I think we have 50 million users by the end of 2023. Yeah. And we got another super chat coming in from. Oh, didn't scroll far enough again. I always do that. Echo Justin, 49 super chat with a. Are those hippos? Are those the hungry hippos? I think they are the hungry hippos. But thank you so much for that. It was a great sticker. Make them happy. All right. So where were we beforehand? Yep, Townsville Mayor. Okay. Oh, my Veve name, Asaya Pagan. Thank you so much for asking. Oh, I'm going to plug myself again here real quick. My Veve name is ChaviCat5. So ChaviCat5. So if you want to go and you want to add me and you want to go and follow me, that would be really great because I think that followers in the Veveverse might be important. Steve says, huge gains, my man. Simon says, I went all in since May. Nice. Crazy Crow at 85 says, hi, Randy. Big fan of your YouTube channel. Love your authenticity and passion in our community. Going to place a large order and wanted your opinion if possible. Just debating which collectibles. Yeah. Comment down below and then we'll, get you to do the thing. Julie, do the thing. Skybuilder Gaming says, Dogecoin Millionaire tweeted about OMI. I know, right? It's an exciting day. Maybe Monster says, I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not playing in the collectible market right now. Too much pump. Been buying comics in the top 1% mint numbers. That is definitely good. I think comics are something that I feel like collectibles are Bitcoin and comics are altcoins. As people make a lot of money in collectibles, they'll throw it into comics because that hasn't really mooned. I mean, some of them have. Oh God, hiccups. But not all of them. I think some of them are a little undervalued. Oh, Peter Hoy with a $3 sticker. Oh, with a hippo, with a scuba hippo, and it's just pew 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 pew. Oh, hi Wendy says, how can I be a better streamer? You inspire me. I don't know. I just stream a lot. To answer every question, and don't feel like you have to. So like, oh my God, I got so many comments, and I got to get through them. If people want to stay and watch, they'll stay and watch. And when you answer that question, think deeply about it and think of every scenario. Think of first principles. Okay, what do we know about the question that's being asked? What happens if they do this? What happens if they do that? What are the good and bad consequences that could happen if they do this one and this one? And I know it sounds like a lot, and it kind of is. It takes a little bit of brain power, but you're smart. You should be able to figure it out. You're on my fridge. You're doing good things. Freezer, also great things. All right, moving on here. Where was I? Matter, common. Okay, there's Powerpuff Girls. All right, here we go. And that was my Veve name. Thank you for asking. So Crazy Crow, comment down below, and I will totally let you know my thoughts. It might take an hour or so to get to them, but I will try. Skybuilder Game says Dogecoin Millionaire. So yep. Just read that. So yeah, Veve Monster, the buying comics top one. Yeah, I think that is, as long as they're good comics, probably very good. Marvel Comics #1, Amazing Spider-Man, Fantastic Four number 1 and 5, and like Journey into Mystery. Tales. Yeah, I think those are very good. Young On? Oh wait, was that you? Young On? Young 4N? Saying, Randy, I sold my Mayor of Townsville for Supergirl, and I couldn't be more happier. She went up 500 today from your buy price. This is what I mean. I love this game. Like, where else can you do that? Where else can you? I remember, now this was also like 12 years ago, where I was working in a, at a chimney company. It was cold, stand outside, boring, lots of travel time in between jobs. Took a lot, and now I was paid very fairly, especially because I was an unskilled worker, looking like an undocumented worker, but I was pretty unskilled. The guy that hired me did me a favor, but it was a long day is $100 a day, and I get it. It was 12 years ago, unskilled labor. It's what I guess you're supposed to make. But the fact that you can make that in just one day, just by clicking a couple of buttons, is just bananas. That's just wild to me. That is, I still so the way I get surprised about that, like back when I was, and this, like a year or two ago, when I was buying people's Pokemon card collections, and I was like, all right, what do you got? Like, oh, the Shadowless. I would still go, I know, like, oh, Shadowless, oh God, first edition. Like I would still do that. And I hope I never lose that. Like when that episode of Scrubs, when Dr. Kyle, that has a really hard couple weeks. He loses like 6 patients in a couple weeks, and he's like, he loses it. Like I can't do it anymore. Like patients are dying, and goes on a drinking bender, and And JD tries to comfort him, and he says like, "Hey, listen, um, the doctors that like kind of play it cool, and they say like, well, it does, whatever, like, that's fine, but that's not the doctor I want to be." Where he goes to Dr. Cox and says, after somebody that's been a doctor for 25 years and they still take it this hard when one of their patients dies, that's the kind of doctor I want to be. And that really spoke to me, because if I go, I mean, I guess at the time when I was watching that, I wanted to be a veterinarian. Too much school, I couldn't do it, but I didn't even try. Um, but what I hope never leaves me is I hope that I never lose that sense, and I think for all of us here, we never lose that sense of like magic. Like, wow, I clicked a couple buttons and I made a couple $100s, or I made a couple $1,000. In the future, we'll be like, oh, like if you have a bunch of OMI, you have a bunch of collectibles, whatever you have, you'll be able to go in the future and say like, wow, I woke up, I made 5 figures while I was sleeping. That will probably happen for most of us here. If we're here right now, that probably will happen. And I hope we never lose that like sense of wonder. Like, I can't believe that just happened. Like, I hope we're never not shocked about that, even when we're millionaires, decamillionaires, 100 millionaires. Like, look what I just did. I got a super chat. So coming in from Foster Hill saying, "Thank you for all you do for the community, brother. Keep up the energy and positive vibes." Thank you so much. I did shout you out before, where I was, in case you didn't hear it, or if you did hear it, I'm going to tell you again because you deserve to hear it. It was that the big exciting thing. Yes, everyone says like the Dogecoin millionaire, and it's like, oh, that's great, and a lot of people are excited about him getting in, his followers getting in, which I'm excited about too. But when he tweeted that it was thanks to you and Andre Jick, the big thing that I was excited about was, I mean, I was excited for people to get in as well, but the fact that you and Andre are probably teaching him a lot about the token, and not just like, hey, not just these things are happening, but why they're happening and why they're important and why those certain things matter. I don't know the Dogecoin millionaire. I imagine he put a sizable piece into Doge in order to get what he got, but I don't know if he really had any investing background. So I don't know if his followers have any investing background either, because I don't know if he has. But what I was excited about is that you and Andre were telling him about these things, and maybe his followers that maybe don't have an investing background and they're just chasing meme coins, whatever, that he's going to say, hey, obviously, Doge, memes, to the moon, whatever. But if he goes to his followers, which tens of thousands, say 100,000 followers, and says like, hey, I just learned this amount, from you and Andre, and he now educates, 10,000 or 100,000 people on why OMI is important, and they get that classic investing. They get that classic investing advice saying why things matter, how to do research. Maybe that triggers something in somebody that says, "Oh, I never knew that you could ask these questions. I never knew the right questions to ask." And maybe a lot of people have that potential to be really good investors. They just were never taught. Again, when I was younger, I had zero idea. I just, with my friend, my good friend Dan is like a brother, teaches me the right questions, the right things to look at, and how to do deep dives. And my big thing was that if you're showing him, you and Andre showing him how to do that, then you're pretty much educating a lot more people. Like, you educate that 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 fold, because he's going to do that to his followers. And getting more educated investors that, with appropriate YouTube to subscriber education, empower them to make informed decisions about their financial future, is one of the most exciting things for me. So anyway, thank you for the super chat. I know it was long, and I said that twice now. Where was I? Okay, you were in since May. Now we in September. Okay. Okay, so we got Crazy Croat saying, to pick either Todd, Ultra Rare Mickey, or Ultra Rare Spider-Man, I just picked up a Superman, which I still think is undervalued, but I just wanted to hear your thoughts on the matter. Well, Superman's very good. Definitely, high A tier. I wouldn't put him in like that S tier with, Secret Rare Spider-Man or the Todd or the Riso or the Walt or the Ultra Rare Spider-Man, but he's very good. But out of the other ones that you were talking about, Todd is probably your best bet out of that. Out of the ultra rare Mickey, the ultra rare Spider-Man, um, I think Todd is probably the best out of that. Just my opinion. Um, all right, I got another super chat, maybe two super chats. Zach R with that dollar super the $1.99 super chat says, "What's the story behind the jacket?" It's this company called Black Milk, like black and then milk. Let you drink milk. And yeah, you can get it there. And this is actually a woman's jacket because it zips like on the left, so you gotta. Okay, yeah, you got it. So I tried to get it, like I got an extra large and it's still really tight on me. So yeah, that's the story behind the jacket. And we got the Sketch Lab with a $30 super chat saying, as a follower slash listener, I appreciate your commitment to the community, live stream interaction, and all the OMI slash Veve talk. As I've said, come for the Chavez, stay for the Chavez. I get joy out of just listening in. Thank you. Prayer hands. Prayer hands. Thank you so much, Sketch Lab. Hugs for you. And Foss says, thank you, man. It's been a pleasure to introduce Pro to the community. Such a down-to-earth guy, and he is going to spread the good word of OMI and Veve for sure. That is all we ask. Thank you, Dashi. Yes, thank you guys so much for that. Those mean the world. So shout out to y'all for that. I'm gonna get back to comments here. Where we at? So yeah, Crazy Croat. That is, those are my thoughts on that. Matthew Ulrich says, thoughts on selling Spider-Man Rare or C3PO to buy 2 or 3 different first appearance NFT because I only have 4 NFTs. Plus I can never win a drop. So I feel you on that, not winning a drop. I haven't won in a while either. But if you only have 4 NFTs and you want to sell, I would not sell Spider-Man. Like, am I Gandalf being asked if I want to go into the mines of Moria? Because I would not go into the mines of Moria unless I had no other choice. I would not sell Spider-Man, really. And again, I know I just sold a Secret Rare Spider-Man, so like, I get it. Am I a hypocrite? Maybe. I really feel really weird about saying, like, I didn't sell the Spider-Man so I can get other collectibles. I sold the Spider-Man so I can get OMI. If I had the choice of selling you said a rare Spider-Man? Yeah, a rare Spider-Man or C3PO. I think a lot of the growth potential, the most is probably going to be in the rare Spider-Man. And for me personally, I would sell the C3PO, just because I think Spider-Man will outperform that by a long shot, by like a while, by like a lot. And again, that's if are you getting the first appearances just because, like, oh, the first appearance, like, or is it because are you getting like first appearance Kripkins, or are you getting like, hey, I think of first appearance Joker, first appearance Harley, it's probably pretty good, and one of those is probably fine, or 2 of those, but the Kripkins probably not. I would say probably, those probably have one of the least growth potentials out there. So that's just my opinion on that. I would keep the Spider-Man. If you're going to sell anything at all, I would definitely keep the Spider-Man and then sell other things first. Crazy Cross says, also purchase another few million OMI as well. Get that bread! Get it! And then we got Superman coming in with a $5 super chat saying, do you know anyone who traded Superman and Wonder Woman for $1 million? Okay, Superman and a Wonder Woman for $1 million OMI. Maybe. I will ask around and then take that Alligator Loki. I'll totally do that. Nick Brett says, Randy, you can even re-upload the stream. Just post the first 5 to 10 minutes of you giving your initial thoughts. And if you wanted parts of that later stream, I think it's important. I don't know if I can do that. I don't have a computer. I just have a tablet. So I will look into that. And I hear you. What I did the other day is when I did that whole live stream on, when I sold the Secret Rare Spider-Man, I pretty much just took the first 10 or 12 minutes. I said, hey, if you didn't want to watch a 2-hour stream, here's why I did it in a shortened version. I did like an 8-minute, 10-minute video, something like that. But yeah, I got to look into that as well. Raymond Carl says, hey, Randy, I have 2 golden moments, Avenger logo and Iron Man. Should I sell to buy a Supergirl? Thank you. I mean, not as much money needs to go into Supergirl to get her to, go up. And but and that is the first appearance Supergirl, as opposed to the cartoony one. I do see money trickling into her, but um, if you want, I would say it would be if you had the gems and then would only sell the Avengers logo, okay, but I would not sell the Iron Man. I would not sell a thing like the Avengers logo for a character. Or no, I'm sorry. I would no, I said that wrong. I would sell a thing like that for a character. That's why I would sell the Avengers logo. But I would not sell Iron Man for her. That's just my opinion. We got another super chat coming in from Watch Ene Pre. He says significance of animated tag versus first appearance or first edition. I mean, if it's animated first appearance, then that's going to be better than the animated first edition. Like again, if we had or I guess if you don't, because you could have, let's say, Sue Storm that is animated, but not first appearance, not first edition. Same thing with Captain America, and Captain America is doing quite all right. Would it be better if he was? Yeah, he would be through the freaking roof if he was first appearance or first edition. I mean, first edition you get a little bump. First appearance, again, he's doing fine by himself. He's doing fine, but that is what you want, the first appearance with the animation. First edition is next. Like picture first appearance like first edition in Pokemon, and then first edition like Shadowless. First appearance is any first appearance on the blockchain. First edition is like, okay, well, it's not the first appearance on the blockchain. It's just the first appearance on this in this ecosystem on like the Veve app. And then animated, it could be either or. That just means that you have the animation. Jonathan Kim, $5 super chat saying, what do you think about the Decon heroes? Trade for a Mickey or Steamboat Mickey Steamboat Uncommon. Now the Decon heroes at 950 and would take a 25 gem loss. I do think and now again, I could be completely wrong about this, but I think that as we go to OpenSea, have interoperability, I think it would be the Decon statues that go first. When that happens, I don't know. That could be months from now. And if they do go to OpenSea, not all of them are going to be winners. Like, not all of them are going to be good. Some will hit and they'll do very, very well. And some will maybe not hit. And some would, and I don't know which ones would. I've already taken losses on certain items so that I could go in on others, even though I know, like, hey, this hasn't moved, maybe I take a loss on it, to go into other things. Because when I first got in this, I was like, hey, I want to collect a lot of sets. And, and then I realized that if I really wanted I just want to collect what I want, collect what I like. And, that's, again, I'm in that privileged position where if I really needed something in the future, I could just buy it with OMI. But if I did not like the Decon hero, let's say if I had it, like I can take it or leave it, but I really like the Mickey Steamboat Uncommon because, let's say you really like Disney or, you like that, let's say you just watch it with grandma or whatever. If you really like it, by all means, if it's just a purely financial decision, if you plan for long term, I would much rather have the Steamboat Mickey long term. Again, short term, that Design-a-con go right to OpenSea and boom. That could moon short term, if Mickey's not on there. Because again, I would imagine that big companies that have a lot of red tape and it would take them a while to get on there. And the ideas of, long term though, I Steamboat Mickey in a second. Another super chat from Mike A. Thank you for that 9.99 super chat saying, Randy, thanks for the support mentally, financially, and spiritually. Hugs, brother. Yeah. I mean, we're all in this together. We're running, am I Carlton in that very emotional episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Because we're all running the same race, brother. We are. We're all in this, in this crazy world together. And if this is something that people can find, like, hey, you know what? I can, chill out for a few hours of Chavez every night. The day job, maybe not so good, and maybe, whatever. And then this is like our side hustle. We go this, and then we go, go into this and eventually leave those jobs. It's great. It's great. So I love being here as much as y'all, maybe even more. All right, now where was I? Da, da, da. Crazy Cross has also purchased another few million. Oh me, yeah, I get it. Okay, I did read that though. Superman says, "Gotcha, man. Appreciate it. No problem." Nate says, "Should I try to flip two of my Todds for a reso? It's the only black and white I don't have." Well, I mean, if you have, let's say, three Todds and you want to sell two of them for a reso, um, yeah, if you want to complete the set, it's like, yeah, I'd probably do that. That'd probably be fine. Because again, although if there was other things that you could sell beside the Todd, like if you had a bunch of other stuff and you wanted to sell those for a reso, I'd probably do that first, or a bunch of stuff and then one Todd. That was something you have multiple Todds. I would probably do that. I'd try to sell a bunch of other stuff and then one Todd as opposed to two Todds. I mean, you are getting a reso, but yeah. But again, the Todds have mooned a lot recently, and like grown by like 80%, and the resos have stayed relatively the same. I had the record price one at 19.1 that I sold, went up to 25, went back down 23.5. So it is staying steady, and that will, but maybe that moon's, I don't know. Dr. Prophet says that moon's soon. So moving on. So he says, who has the mint numbers like 1 through 10? This is the company. We don't have that. The company keeps it back for like giveaways and stuff like that. Jay Kroger says, what are you doing with your OMI on any exchange you have? Transferring to Veve app. I have a couple on the Veve app. I don't have any on an exchange yet. If I do go on an exchange, I'm going to keep most of mine in trust wallets. And when they go to an exchange, I'll like, if I need to pay taxes or need to pay money, I'll just put a couple million on an exchange, pay the gas fees. I'll just do it manually. And then, that's it. And then I'll just sell from there. Young 4N says, yeah, don't sell Iron Man. Ugantashi says, hi, Randy. Just joined and wonder why everyone wants to exchange collectibles for OMI. Because OMI's about to take off in the next 6 to 8 weeks. Probably like 4 weeks, if I'm being honest. Probably less than 4 weeks. Like, yeah. Not this week coming up, but the week after that, like in about 8 days from now, 7 to 8 days from now, we start the token swap to exchanges. And let's say that takes 1 to 2 weeks. Let's say 2 weeks. At the end of that 2 weeks, and we get announcements, and we could have exchanges mid-February. I think we're gonna have a lot of exchanges. I went over it the other night saying an exchange will either have a department or at least 1 or 2 people specifically dedicated where their sole job is to look out for other coins. And if they are at their job, they probably always been on the radar for a while. Even if it was in November when they partnered with Disney. That's on the block. Yeah. My God. We're going to get a lot of exchanges. Moving on. We get Braden Soto with a $4.99 super chat. So would I buy first appearance Joker, first appearance Iron Man? Oh, that is hard. Joker's in that season 1. It's that first appearance. Iron Man is not really the Iron Man that everyone wanted, but that's what you get. I mean, like, beggars can't be choosers. You gotta, like, okay, I'd be thankful you're getting the Iron Man in the first place. Does he have a proton cannon? No. Does he have any other, like, no. Is he drunk? No. But that is the first appearance Iron Man. And at the end of the day, like, I don't think anyone will care. That's just like, okay, and they'll get him. Joker's been going really. Joker's got, like, let's say 5,000 less of him. And again, he has that first season. It's very hard. It's Joker, Iron Man. The only reason why I would say Joker, not the only reason, but one of the reasons is because Joker has only a 2.5% fee when you sell them, where Iron Man will have 8.5% fee. So let's say those both go up by $60,000. Well, when Joker goes, let's just say $10,000. Well, that Joker's 2.5% fee is not that much, $250. Iron Man's 8.5% fee, that's $850. And I get it. Yeah, at some point it's like, okay, cost of doing business. You're still making money. You are. Iron Man has to outgrow it by more than that. And Both look good. There are other. It's hard. I would say Iron Man though. Despite the fee, I would say Iron Man. Watch Any Pray with that $2 super says prediction on percentage difference between Secret Rare Spidey and Ultra Rare Spidey. I don't know percent, maybe multiplication difference. I fully expect Secret Rare Spidey to get $500,000 this year, but I don't see Ultra Rare Spidey getting 100,000, maybe 80,000. Because then if you 6x it, yeah, I'd say 80,000. So maybe the Secret Rare Spider-Man will stay about 6x of the Ultra Rare, maybe even higher because it already is. And Daddy Dollars with that $4.99 super chat says, "What up, Randy, my boy? I struck out on the drop, but aped into the full set that dropped today. I love it. What about you? P.S. Florida's still waiting for you." I did not ape. I'd missed the drop. I've been missing a lot of drops lately. I think what Dashy's doing is like saying, okay, you know what, Chavez? You're going to miss all these drops that you don't really care about. I mean, although I did care about Sue Storm, but you're going to get the drops you want. These lack of drops that I'm not getting is preparing me, making me thankful for the drops that I do get. And that's what I think is going on. I didn't ape into this, though, even though they do look cool and they have really cool backstories. And I do think these will do well over time. And yes, Florida, it's so cold here. I mean, it's better now, but like yesterday, freezing. I can't wait to go to Florida. I can't wait. Where was I here? Where was I here? Oh, God. Behind so far. Do we have Mauricio Arlano? Thank you for that super chat saying, do we have to pay tax on our flips on Veve? I don't know. I'd ask an accountant. Jorge Codra says, "Yo, Randy, what do you think about first appearance Storm set?" Well, the Storm. All 3 digits meant that's great. I love her. I have 6 secret rare. I'm trying to sell 1. But yeah, I still think she's undervalued. What we got? Oh, there's so many messages. Okay. All 3 digits. I mean, we think about again. I think it's great, and I think it's great that you also have 3 digits as well. Steve says, not advice. But only pay tax when you cash out. He's going to basic exchanges, decentralized. They don't send your info to the IRA or say, IRA, Irish Republican Army. Where are you located at? The hopes of C3PO up 65% so far in the last 24 hours. Very nice. Oh, Steve says IRS. 99 STR Carlos with that dollar super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, can you give me an estimated value in the holiday? Yeah, for the common, just multiply it by 10. For the uncommon, multiply by 8. The rare, multiply it by 6, and you'll get your answer. Jake Donnelly says that Mauricio, taxes are owed on all flips. I mean, if you again, I don't know. Again, ask your accountant. Uncle Jay says you take on Iron Fist Secret Rare. I don't really know much about that comic, so I really couldn't tell you. No problem, fellas. So I ask Sleep in Comics or Comics in Crypto. They'd probably be the ones to go for that. Nate says taxation is theft. Yes. Bill Gardner says, how much are you trying to get for 73 rare Groot? Oh my God, there's some deals going down here. Kuda says, I have number 51 common Groot though, so you're probably not going to want it. Kuda says, I don't know if the gap between the rise of Ultraman rare and secret rare should be as big as it is. There is an ultra rare in that set. They're 2 different sets though, right? Or unless you're talking about on the same set. I don't know. I don't really pay much attention to that one. Veve Perez says, how many of each alligator do you have, or is it classified information? No, it's totally free. Yep, I'm an open book. I am a can't say. Oh no, that's fine. Take your time. Take your time, girl. Okay, so for alligator, I have 104. Let's take a look. See, I have 106 common alligator Lokis. For the ultra rare, I got 23 alligator Lokis, and for the secret rare, I got 16 alligator Lokis. Went pretty hard. Mars Davis, what up? What's up, my guy? Things are heating up. First appearance, Cap. Cap on the Mighty's going on? Really? Let's see. I think I have 2 of him. Let's see, Captain America. Yeah, we got 2 editions of him, and he's $149.99. That's a little mint. The monkey. I know I want it, but it's not. It's yours. You can do what you like. The no offense taken by either party. Okay. Yeah, first appearance, Cat Marvel Mighties. It's going up. It's going up. And we got another super chat coming in from Jonathan Kim saying, I'm stocking up on Deadpool commons. Yo, you got 11. Nice, Jonathan Kim. Get that bread. Get that bread. I have one. I have the whole set of Deadpools, but I just don't have the, like I said, only got one of them. Where was I? Ow. Oh, my hip. Matt Maher says, yo, what Veve collectible in 10 to 20 years can you retire off of? It depends on your lifestyle, but definitely Secret Rare Spider. Probably the top 5. Secret Rare Spider-Man, Ultra Rare Spider-Man, the Todd, the Riso, and the Walt. Those are probably ones that you can. Mauricio Arlano says, I don't see why it will be taxed on Veve right now until MTL is available because the gems really consider real card. Yeah, again, that's why you'd have to talk to your tax guy. Fabian Paris says, also scary to sell your blue chips and try to buy them back for less because of out of nowhere they just rocket off. That's a very good point. Demo says, why do I feel like I'm the only one who isn't happy with Veve moving goalposts with the Sue Storm Secret Rare by removing the SFX label from its description after the drop and first day of market sales? I mean, I think a lot of people just, it's like, well, it'll go up, and if you don't want it, you can sell it, at some point as it goes up. I don't know. I mean, for me, it's like, is that a mistake on their part? Yeah, probably. I mean, if you want to bring it up in an AMA, you're more than welcome to. They take all questions and constructive criticism. I'm pretty sure they learned from that. But I mean, if it's me, I just see that as cost of for me. Again, it's hard for me to say because I don't really, whatever. But I get it. If it's like, hey, I want this because it has this, this, and this. And then you get it, and then it doesn't have this, this, and this, and they take that off after the fact. I get it. I'd be a little salty too. I mean, by all means, asking the AMA, be like, hey guys, just wondering why, and is there, way that you can not do this again? Definitely more than welcome to. Mike A says, Shilmai Givenchy 339 selling for 800,000 OMI. Market price about 9.5K for this mint, and 800,000 OMI is less than 6K. Shilling complete. Thanks. No problem, Mike A. James White says, seems like a new grail is coming. Someone mentioned keep up the insignificant drops, and Alex replied, TikTok. Oh, girl. I love it when Alex is on AMAs, when he's on Twitter Spaces. He's great. 51 says, when do you think the post stamps will move? Oh, I have zero idea. Does this Marvel fee sucks? Yep. What's up to Poppy? Arya says, thoughts on why MTL has taken so long? It's very, very hard. It just sucks. But yeah. Wibbits Run says, my guess is OMI can't go on Robinhood because it's a token. That's a good point. David says, stamps are first government NFT. It's true. James White says, Randy, just wanted to say you inspired me to hold my OMI strong and invest more when I was fearful. Appreciate you a lot, man. You're changing people's lives out here. So the best advice I got, be greedy when others are fearful. Be fearful when others are greedy. Lit Cherry Vlog says, Voltron, the first giant fighting robot with Asian ties, slept on? Maybe. Justin says, more chats. Real Talk is OMI on Robinhood. Yeah, I derped thinking that was a stock. It's not. I didn't know Robinhood couldn't trade crypto. I thought they could, but I guess they can't. Christian Constable says, what did you sell Secret Rare Spidey for in the aftermarket? I mean, for cash to OMI. It was just OMI. There was I didn't have to do converting, so that was nice. And it was a good amount. Obadiah Gold Shekel Stenovis says, yo, Randy, I hope everything is well tonight. Hope everyone is doing well. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm doing well. Gazger says, what's up? What's going on? Peace also says, so ultra rare Spidey for 3 rare Terry Dodson's Harley Quinns? I would not do that. Mr. Pags saying, OMI easily goes past all-time high as soon as a large exchange trading OMI is announced. Then add Pokemon news. It's a 4 to 10 cent coin. Not sure why a lot of people aren't seeing this. Pags, you want to buy some of my stuff? I need more OMI. Let's go. Whew. I love you, Pags. And we got a super chat from Ryan Domani. He says, thinking about selling first appearance Joker, first appearance Harley Quinn, Elsa, and Wally for Superman. Or I thought selling Wally and first appearance Harley for Secret Rare Storm or Secret Rare Spider-Man #3 comic. Comics I do think are a little undervalued. Let me check on the Secret Rare Spider-Man #3 because I'm not 100% sure. Whichever you want. Okay. Comics. So Spider-Man #3. Let's see what that's doing right now. It's at 2,400. I don't know about it. That's something that you'd have to ask Sleep in Comics or Comics and Crypto about for that one. But Secret Rare Storm, I have 6 of her. I am trying to sell 1, but I do have 6 of her. I am definitely bullish on her. First appearance, animated. She's a very, she's an Omega level mutant. She can destroy worlds if she wanted to. So I think she's very powerful. Some first appearance Joker, first appearance Elsa. Superman is also very good. I would put Superman above Storm, even though he is not a secret rare and he's not animated. He looks so good. I would. I mean, again, you are selling. So I would say lower A tier stuff like first appearance Joker and first appearance Harley for a higher tier stuff. But that Elsa is. That's a hard one. And Superman is going up a lot, but I do. Does Superman hit 80,000 first, or does Joker hit 18,000 first? I think there is a bit more growth for the other 3 because Superman has gone up so high. But Superman does look a lot. Superman's like the best looking thing on the app, so it's hard to say. It's like Wally and Harley for it's hard. I mean, for people that necessarily don't maybe like comics and they just want to invest, like Superman, no, easy. Like Superman would be that, kind of like something safe, like Facebook, like FANG, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. I see that as that steady growth. I do think others could moon though a little bit harder. I don't know which ones. I would say that's a coin flip. But I would not do that for Spider-Man 3 without asking Comics and Crypto or Sleep in Comics. My hip. I don't know what's going on. My hip keeps cracking. Doing me a hurt. And yeah, Secret Rare Storm I really, really like. I do like her a lot. All right. Where was I? 10:06. Okay. Andrew says, would give you a Superman for 2 million OMI? No one's doing that. You're taking at Superman. I gotcha. Mike A says, at Vladimir, no worries, brother. There's value in both OMI and NFTs. Either one is a win in my book. Any buyers for OMI, see my prior show post and DM Randy on Twitter. Ludi54 says, will we see Invisible Woman's Secret Rare floor go to where Storm's Secret Rare floor is? Yes, but by the time she does get there, Secret Rare Storm will be, all right, Secret Rare Storm's here, Invisible Woman's here. Invisible Woman will get here, but by that time Storm will be up here. They'll probably never be at the same place at the same time. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. Now that I say that, Invisible Woman, I think, regardless, people complain that she's a Karen, and she's still at she's 1450, and Storm is what? She's 2300, about 2298, so 2300. And Storm was at 3K already at one point, so I do like her. And again, I do have 6. Really need to sell one of her. Okay, moving on. Oh, my body. We'll trade OMI for half a cent worth of collectible. V-Cur says something you should consider is Voltron. Voltron is basically Go Lion, and the Japanese show. That's the Japanese show is a big Ultraman close to it. If China comes in, there'll be massive highs in the market. I mean, if you say it's basically Go Lion, again, I don't know anything about it, but if it's basically that, then it's not that. Big as Ultraman and close to it. I mean, again, it's cool. I did watch the anime when I was younger. I really don't remember it. But I think this Voltron is based on the newer series. So I don't know how they'll feel about that. Crazy Dave says, hi, Randy. Was able to hit 260,000 OMI, and Vault just hit 10,000. Hey-o. Obadiah says, I think we're in a new age of crypto. A lot of people still have PTSD from the past. So when a company like Akomi comes along and breaks the mold, sometimes hard to wrap your head around it. That's a good point. That is a good point. We got another super chat coming down in from Jonathan Kim saying, invested into Doge Sheeb 5K, swap all in for OMI. I already swapped everything for OMI. The only other investment that I did not get rid of is Earth 2. Earth 2 is the one that I still hold high and strong, holding high esteem. But I sold Bitcoin. I sold everything I had. I sold Pokemon cards that meant the world to me for OMI. So that is my answer. If I was gifted more right now, I would sell more. Just what I would do. Cameron Csac says, Ultra Rare Spidey has gone nowhere today because some guy, Spidey 31, sold like 3 of them under 9K. Floor used to be on par with Todd. Cool. That means somebody can, I mean, again, why he's selling, I don't know. But, people might be, which is fine, fine. Yeah, have it go into people that maybe won't sell. Means it's probably due to run up at some point. I do put the Todd over Ultra Rare. Secret Rare Spidey, the Todd, Ultra Rare Spidey, and then like Riso and Walter. I put it kind of neck and neck. Justin's laughing. SWFL resales. Thoughts on Steamboat Willie? Get all together now. Ultra Rare and wondered your opinion. They're great. I think they're very, very good long term. I think they're very, very top. I think they're pretty much A tier. I really like them a lot. Kobe Collects saying, what's up, brother? How you doing today? Thank you so much for the super chat, for always coming in, always blessing me with your presence. I'm doing pretty well today. I got to spend some time with a couple of friends I hadn't seen in a little while since New Year's. They were on the stream on New Year's. I do feel bad for a lot of my friends. I really don't have the time anymore to go and spend as much time as I'd like with them. But they're very, very understanding. They know, like, hey, you know what? You're going hard on YouTube. You're doing your thing. And, they let me print out my new Patreon tier, even though I got 2 new Patreon members before, so I had to already mess it up. And then, I got to fix this up a little bit. So, obviously you're still up there, Kobe, but we're doing really well. Had some food. I had some Chewy Chips Ahoy. We watched some TikToks. We played some Mario Kart and Mario Party. It was a good day. And I don't really get to do that a lot anymore. So it was fun. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well, brother. Okay, where was it? Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Justin says, sell your Ultra Rare Spidey for some blue chips. Ultra Rare Spidey is a blue chip. Jordan Table Lamp says, do you think Death should be more valued? It's relatively low mint, and I think the artwork is amazing, and it is the first appearance of Death. How cool that sounds. That does sound cool. I just wish that she wasn't like... Maybe this will be a thing in the future. Because I wish she wasn't like nerfed and she wasn't made all kid-friendly and they took away her syringe. We literally have a frog that's injecting sugar into... I don't understand why we couldn't have Death have her syringe. That's her character when we have a frog that's literally injecting sugar. She's Lady Death because she is, the mistress of death. She wants to, I get it. Killing people is, I guess, worse than killing yourself. I don't know. Are they both sin? I don't know. But there are some things that give, let's say, American Pokemon cards a little added value. Because in Sabrina's Gengar, in Japanese version, in the background, you see like a graveyard. In the background of the other ones, you don't see that. I don't know where my box of Pokemon cards went. Ooh, I'm going to be salty on that one if I lost those. Oh, no. Here they are. Nope, that's not it. I don't know where my box of Pokemon cards went. I had a decent amount of them, and I was going to show y'all something, but apparently I just misplaced them. But again, they weren't graded, they weren't worth a ton, but just another example of what I was saying is that another example of what I was saying is just that you have a Grimer, Rocket's Grimer in Japanese had a, his eyes, he was looking up a girl's skirt. And the American version is just looking that way. So there is some edits, and that does give that a little bit of history. I think in the future, maybe that is cooked into the price, and that makes it go higher instead of going lower. Did I have no super chat? I couldn't even tell. Oh yes, Braden Soto. Thank you so much for that super chat. Saying 4,000 in Veve or 4,000 in OMI. Right now it'd be 4,000 in OMI. Now right now, if I get $100,000, 80,000 of it's going into OMI minimum. Maybe I would say like, hey, I don't even know what I would buy. Maybe another Alligator Loki or two, secret rare. Maybe another Fantastic Four #1 secret rare, because I have 2 of those, and I think those are pretty good. I don't even know how much are those now. I don't even know if I could get it if I get 80 million OMI. Let's take a look. See, all right, Fantastic Four #1. Oh yeah, it's only 16.2. 16.2. Yeah, so I would get I'd get 80,000 worth of OMI. I get a Fantastic Four #1 and a secret rare Loki, and that'd be it. Because that was up to like 23 grand at one point. Okay. Death is just another of girl. I know what that means. Vicker says, I tried asking about 89 Batman 2 days ago. Your thought is it's already a 600. only got 1 or 200. Should have bought more. You probably should have. But again, at the time, like that did seem like it was really, really high, and then it was, but it went higher. I did not expect that. Did not see that. But yeah. Jeff D, thank you for the super chat. Saying, remember, it was said that something is coming to the app that'll be as big as changes as comics were. Any ideas? I do. I think it'll be board games or music or cards. I don't know what, but I do think it'll be one of those. Lit Cherry Vlog says, what's the next sleeper? I don't know. I think the Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, I do think that is something along those lines. Yeah. Victor Ushigalov says, Randy, I'm chasing Superman R2 for a month, but the prices jump so quick. Out of my range car, I believe. I hope for a dip. Maybe on R2 you get a dip. Superman would be very, very hard. Superman's very, very sought after and coveted. And you got a little while, but once Omi moons, people will be like, yeah, now I got like 10x the amount of buying power. Give me some Superman. Give me some of this. It's only going to get harder. Only going to get harder. I'm just letting you know. Victor Usha. Oh yeah, I just read that. Veve in Paris' manga. Yeah, maybe. Gooseneck's classic cars. Oh, that'd be great. I don't know if that'd really be a new thing though, because we do have DeLorean and Ecto 1. So yeah, I don't know if classic cars will be a new thing. Justin True says cards coming next makes more sense. Magic Gathering and Pokemon. I don't. But again, here's the thing. That would be such a new crazy thing. Because if you want to play like. They could not make it a limited amount. They would have to make it an unlimited amount of cards. What they would do is maybe they say, okay, there's 1 print run of first edition if they do Pokemon, 1 print run of Shadowless, and then they'd have to do it like they did in real life, an unlimited amount. Because you can't do a limited amount and still play the Pokemon game. It has to be unlimited because you have to make packs. You have to make packs, and you have to be able to do that. You need to buy a lot of different stuff. So you have to make decks, is what I mean. You have to buy a bunch of different packs and make decks. And that's if you want, like 1 or 2 decks. You need a couple. So that's why they would need to do first edition. They could skip Shadowless, but first edition Shadowless, and then do unlimited. If you want to play the game, that's what you need, and that. We haven't had that yet. We haven't had that unlimited option. And if they don't do that, an unlimited, then we can't play. But if they do an unlimited option, they're like, okay, what's the point when it keeps getting diluted? Well, the point is to play the game. They would really have to explain that. And I know there's a bunch of people like, well, I got this, and you keep making packs, and people keep opening them. Devalues my cards. Like, okay, well that's not what that's for. That's for you can play the game. And if you wanted that chase card, you should be able to do that first edition or the Shadowless. But I know people are gonna get salty. I just don't want to deal with the saltiness, and everyone messes with me like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm stressing out about it. So I hope they don't do cards for a while. Yeah, that's my fears. Like, that is my fears, and that's my thoughts. Like, oh god, that's what's gonna happen. Day OG is a good day, OG. Eric Melendez says, "What's up, boys? Got 3,600 gems. Debating on stacking a few things, like maybe Powerpuff Girls, going into something like Penguin. Thoughts? I mean, both are good. Maybe Powerpuff Girls over Penguin, maybe. At least that's what I just like those more." Drew Seller, 499 Super Chat, said, "My portfolio went from 80K to 135K these last 2 weeks. Let's get this bread. I love this game. Ah, man, this is like too perfect. This is too perfect. Now, where was I beforehand? Yeah. We got Obadiah Gold Checkle Stanovitz. I can definitely see trading cards coming next. That would be insane for the app. It would be. I'd have a lot of fun. I would make a lot of videos about that too. Like, all right, guys, here's how you build your fire deck. Here's how you build your water deck. What is this? Eevee and Kangaskhan. What are they doing in this deck? Well, Eevee can evolve into 3 different things, and Kangaskhan, so you get more stuff. Like, I would. Oh my god, the amount of stuff that I can teach you guys. Like, I could show you the world. There was one. Was it Abu Dhabi? There was one Earth 2 video that I did where it took me like several minutes, but I learned the chorus to A Whole New World in Farsi or Arabic, and I gotta see if I can show it. I don't think. Okay. Randy Chavez, Earth 2. Okay. I don't know which one it was. Earth 2. What, Abu Dhabi? No, it's got to be. What are some of the things? Not Qatar, not Saudi Arabia. No. It might not even show it. Why I think no. This is not going to be. Politics. No. Theories about price of tiles. Mapbox announced hollow buildings. It wasn't that. To hire Sid Alpha. No, I forget what it was, but what title it was. I forget what Middle Eastern country. Was it Saudi Arabia? It wasn't. I don't think it was Saudi Arabia. It wasn't Kuwait. But basically, I had I had put in a lot of work trying to go into what do you call it? Just putting into that Patreon member shout out. And it was A Whole New World in Farsi. Android 415, thank you for that $5 super chat. Saying, why do you choose OMI more than in-app gems? Also, what do you think of Secret Rare Daredevil comic first appearance? I love Daredevil. I love him so much. Oh, him and Spider-Man. Oh my god! If you haven't seen it, I'm so sorry. Spoilers. But just because these collectibles have gone up so much. And OMI's kind of stayed steady for a year, like literally like in April when I first started getting it was around this price between 0.007 and 0.008, and we didn't have Disney, we didn't have Marvel, we didn't have comic books. The app was so buggy and glitchy. We only had one drop every other week, sometimes every 3 weeks. Sometimes you couldn't be on the app for a while. There's nothing in the market. It was insane. It was chaos. It was the wild, wild west a year ago. And now, like, you're telling me that this price should be the same? No. With all these announcements and catalysts, all of these catalysts and announcements and big things haven't really added to the price. In fact, it went down. This is going to have such a meteoric rise. and everyone's underestimating it. Almost everyone. Like I said, I don't think anyone has called me out publicly for it, saying like Chavez 30 cents not going to happen. You're crazy. Am I the Joker in when people call me crazy? Because I'm not. That's why it will go. I think it will go a lot higher than a lot of the NFTs. Now, a lot of the NFTs will probably continue to climb, and you have to sell at a discount. But and there are some NFTs that will outperform OMI from here. I don't know which ones they are. Probably the ones that go to OpenSea first, probably the decon ones, or the independent artist ones. Come on, Luke Chu. Come on, Ghost Bears. That's the only set I have from the decon ones. But anyway, that's why right now. And again, I did say if I had $100,000, 80 would go into OMI, but 20 grand would still go into the app. I still want to get stuff. Still collector. Still do stuff. Oh God, where was I? Okay, we got a 2-hour Patreon member shout out. Let's get this bread. I really need to find that blue pen. That blue highlighter. Anyone see it? I don't see it. Sorry, girl, but you missed out. Well, tough luck, that boy's mine now. We are more than just good friends. This is how the story ends. Too bad that you couldn't see the man that boy could be. There is more than meets the eye. I see the soul there is inside. He was a boy, and I'm just a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? We are in love. Everyone should check out at Hey David Don and at King Mavs Forever on the Twitter. I consider them a must follow, especially Standoff Chart and King Mavs on the app. You definitely, and also Chavy Cat 5 on the app. Kobe Collects and OMI Player One are fantastic people to subscribe to on YouTube. Also, some people that I love are Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Golden Assets, Puddin' Cheeks, BB Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, and Sodi Pop Media. Subscribe to them all. At EQ_crypto and at Wet Wizard Veve are also people you should follow on the Twitter. Why? Because they have some really cool stuff. DerekBrad.com/pages/Veve-photography is someone you want to really go to if you want to find out Veve NFTs in the real world on photography. AfroDroidLegends.com, YouStayGlassy.store, and WoundedWarriorProject.org is where if you want to go spend some monies on the app, not on the app, off the app, or donate. And then AffinityHypnotherapy.com.au is somebody that you need to website that you want to check out if you want some help with something, if you want to talk to someone, or if you just want to talk to an Aussie. Moving on. Okay. I think you're spot on with Storm. The new Black Panther 2 already started heading stated a heading Storm appearance. I think so too, DOG. I think so too. Blazer Game says, just bought an ultra rare Loki. Yo, get that bread! Get that bread! Get it! John Taylor says, would you take some profit in anticipation of MTL? No. Not in anticipation of MTL. And I don't know if you're talking about collectibles or OMI, but either way, no. Lit Cherry Vlog says, anime like Gundam or Zoids would be insane. Gundam would be cool. But yeah, I expected Voltron to do well. It didn't really. Maybe Gundam 1. I think Transformers would probably do well, because that's just in a different class, in a different tier. Crazy Dad 420 says, Ultraman Common Floor is now 800. Got 15 that I paid about 75 each for 3 months ago. Unreal gains. Crazy Dad, can I get it? I love this game. I love this game. X-Idol says, Zoids was my ish. My ish. Director Wolf Dog says, I have a bunch of doubles on Golden Moments in Harley and Joker first appearance. Do you think it would be a good idea to sell for a girl like Superman or a Todd? Probably Todd. Yeah, if you can, then yeah, Todd. Camster with the $5 super chat saying, comics are the only items that are still super undervalued. You can grab a bunch of sub 500s for under $300. He's right. You can. Now, how many of those comics are really good in the real world? I don't know. But Brendan Wu says, I have Common Steamboat Willie, number 196, listed for $2,200. Lowest sub 200 on the market. Very nice. Ballin says, right there with you, Camster. Common Grail is a good sub 300 strategy right now. Omi Queen says, Randy, when I open my Marvel Mighty store in Veve, will you advertise for me? I mean, if you want to, pay for a fridge spot, sure. The freezer spot, those are quite expensive right now. The permanent freezer ones, anyway. But yeah, if you want, totally. All the cost is 2 alligator Lokis per month. But Asia Crane says, Randy, been trying to free up some gems by selling a number 47 ultra rare zombie Captain America, but no one bites. Take the L and use what gems I can get in this hot market, or hold until it gains more traction with the app. I would hodl. When in doubt, hodl. At least for me. Yeah, super chat coming from Long Halloween. I think Voltron is moving. It's at a 710 floor now. Well, it might. I mean, I hope it does. I have a couple friends that do have that, so I hope it does for them. Yeah, everything will kind of have its day here at some point, but I am hoping for it. I'm rooting on it. Am I, Gold or Silver's mom in Pokemon Gold or Silver? Because keep it up. I'm rooting for you, baby. Where was I here beforehand? Meow. Vladimir Columbus says, Randy, your Patreon is too cheap. Should be more expensive. Well, the Patreon, you don't get any benefits anymore. Because the only real benefit, because I put everything out for free. I did not want to be one of those people that say like, hey, join this, join this Patreon, and then you get access to my Discord, or join this Patreon, and then I'll give you Patreon exclusive content. I did not want to do that because I think information should be free, and if I did that, that would set up a barrier for people that maybe couldn't afford it. And the ones that I did have for benefits were the family and friends tier, but because a lot of people were going on that, it's like, whew. Family and friends tier, what that is you get a number, you can text, and it forwards to my cell phone, because I do answer every question. If you didn't want to wait 14 hours or 18 hours for me to answer a YouTube comment, because you saw a deal, it's like, hey, should I get this, should I not get this? And then an hour later could be gone. So, and if you wanted to text, and I would text back pretty much right away, you'd get that. I did have one more tier that I put up after now that one that people are still in, they're still paying, they'll be grandfathered in, they could pay that and they'll still get that benefit until they leave. But I had one called Full Brain Access, and someone got in, it raised up to $250, and you get that cell phone, but it would have gotten too much. Like, all it takes is a couple people, my millionaires, like, oh, easy. And let's say instead of have 7 or 8 people texting me, have 20 people. That's just too much. So I did put a stop to that. So currently there are, the benefits you get is it's support the channel. Meow Gang can kind of request songs every now and then. Yeah, moving on. I got a super chat coming in from Watch Any Pray. It says, what do you want that you haven't heard is coming? Well, we haven't heard of Pokemon, but I really want that. But everyone's focusing on Pokemon. I feel like not too many people bring up Nintendo. I love that. Or if we do music, can we make Long Island emo again? Can we get some emo music? I get it. You probably want the greats. You probably want Whitney Houston. You probably want Celine Dion. I don't know why I'm talking about girls sometimes singing love songs, but I want I'm just a kid and my life is a nightmare. I want some sad stuff to make you just cry in your basement. It's girlfriend broke up with you. It's woke up, it was 7. I waited till I want some I want some emo stuff, man. No, it's emo. That's what I really want. I do want that type of music. But yeah, Nintendo. I want the ability to maybe play some games on it, in Pokemon Stadium. The first and the second one, you could have an extender pack that you can go and put in your actual blue or red or gold or silver game, and you could play your game on the big screen. That was so cool. I would love to see something like that on Veve. I don't know how they would do that, but again, I would love to see it. What do we got here? So yeah, Vladimir, my Patreon is just, it's, yeah. Again, that's just for people that want to support the channel. Sammy's amazing thing. Superior Spider-Man. That's the comic you were thinking of. Yes, it was Sammy's a Superior Spider-Man. That is such a good comic. I don't know what other people think about it, but I freaking love that one. I don't know if anyone's here going to read it, but spoilers at the end of it. It's such a good read, but basically, I can't spoil it, but it's so good, so good. Wendy Stibalis says Randy is the best. Thank you so much. Justin says Grails under 300. Yeah, he didn't mean Grails. Daniel Lee says Kripken's undervalued. We so early. Maybe. I have like 2 left. Overpaid for one of them. X-Idols is... Dan Lee, sorry I got to your question an hour, 11 minutes late, but I really got to start burning through these, or my voice is already going to die. Justin says, Dan slept on the app. Matthew says, Michael Sanders, show you how you buy OMI for NFT. Sandra says, I have a secret rare invisible woman, number 42. I need going hell. Oh my God, Sandra, message me on Twitter. Dan Lee says, send me your USDT, I'll show you how. Akuda says, only 1,000 less editions between the rise of Ultraman Secret Rare and the Rare. 1.4k gem difference between them. Seems a little undervalued if Ultraman's blue chip. I don't know if he is, though. Wendy says, Randy has goals for streaming. Thank you so much. Thank you. Moonboy says, yo, Randy, that intro on Non-Fungible Wonderful music video go down in history, bro. Legendary intro. Your voice sounds awesome. Hollywood stuff. Yeah, if you listen, like, Non-Fungible Wonderful's Okomi Millionaire has the first like 7 seconds are my voice, and he even said like, hey man, give me your address, I want to send you some ETH for however much money this song makes. I didn't even, nah man. He makes every song he makes just slaps so hard. It's straight gas, straight fire, and it's just, I'm just so proud to have him in the community. I'm so proud that he added me in that. I love it. I made this post on Twitter before saying, Okomi is in this like type of revolutionary type of company, and stuff's about to rocket, and I'm just lucky enough to be a part of it. I'm just lucky enough to be involved. Eco Justin, thank you for the $5 super chat sticker with the hippos, hungry hippos. Justin says, nice snag. XP Rude Boys, what do you think about the drop this morning? It was good. I like it. Good lore, something you want in a drop. Wendy says, how can I be a better streamer? Inspired. I mean, I think you do pretty well already, but it's just... I mean, I'm also a little crazy, and my voice does hurt, and like my teeth hurt too, because I guess the vibrations from my voice, so it hurt. I would actually not recommend this. I would actually not recommend, because it is a lot, and it is lonely. Even though like we're here, I feel loved, and I feel like such good feels, and got that, center of my brain saying, like you're doing great, and I feel that all the time. But it's just, essentially at the end of the day, it is in my kitchen sitting here alone. It's like, and part of me thinks like this can't be real. Part of me thinks like, but work hard. If you really do like work every waking hour, like I mean, like there's no family time. There is nothing but work. And again, maybe that's not the best advice, but if you do want it, take your time with people. Yeah. So we got another super chat coming in from John Taylor saying, I don't know if you answered this or not, but for me, would you take profits for Superman before MTL? No. I again, if you really needed money and it's like, hey, is this or home? Honestly, for me, if I had to sell NFTs or I can't pay rent this month, I'll be homeless. I'll live in my car. I don't care. It's January is about to be the coldest month in February. I'm not selling this. The only way, again, I would rather keep my money into OMI and NFTs, at least these NFTs, because that's gonna be so much money in the future one day. Like I'm not selling that for $1,400 for OMI or $1,400 for rent, when that's gonna be 10x or 20x or 100x one day. I cannot do that. That's why I say I'm a little crazy. Maybe don't take advice from me. But no, I wouldn't. If I didn't need the money, just hodl. Maybe you can get cute. Maybe you can take profit here. Maybe it dips with MTL and then you buy back here. I wouldn't even risk that. I wouldn't even risk that. Where was I here? Oh God, a lot of super chats. Thank you, Peter Hoy, for that super chat with the hippo, the secret spy hippo. Justice Heck a comic. Peter says no questions. Just love the show. Thank you so much. Canadian says, does Bitcoin worry you at the moment? Nah. Augustin says, thoughts on Kang's secret rare, end of year, and then long term. Kang's secret rare, end of year, and long term. I don't really know too much about the comic, but Kang is about to get some screen time in the MCU in the next couple of years. Split Snipe says, yo, that jacket is clean. Where'd you get it? Blackmilk.com, I think. Wendy says, thank you, Randy. When I grow up, I want to be Randy in female version. Thank you for saying that. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Brianna Mikolinka says 12K in OMI at 0.006, good play. I mean, 12K in OMI now is a good play, but long term, yeah, absolutely. Silver Server says, do you expect a huge pullback once MTL starts rolling through? No. I expect a small one, maybe, but no. Foster Hill says, thank you for all you do in the community, brother. Keep up the energy and positive vibes. Thank you so much, Foster. I'm happy you make really good quality videos. You go over numbers and charts. You know, everyone kind of has the thing that they do, and you definitely help a lot of people as well. Silver Surfer with that 99 super chat. Oh, that wasn't super. It's just Silver Surfer 999. So used to saying that. Buddies. Ginferno says, howdy, Foster. What's up, Justin? Eric Wanda says, if you had 3,700 gems to spend, go in lower price signs of Powerpuff for bigger stuff like Secret Rare Loki, Storm, Penguin, etc. I do think Secret Rare Loki is a gamble, despite me having 16 of them. 3,700 gems. I would say Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, first appearance. You said 3,700? And then maybe an uncommon Spider-Man? Yeah. Yeah, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, first appearance, and then a rare Spider-Man. I think you can get that with 3,700. I would definitely get those. When one says, what's up, Randy? What's your plan for this coming week? A lot of streaming. Let's see where we are here. I have a podcast at, I don't know. I'm supposed to have a podcast, I guess 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. I didn't put who it was though. I do that, so I have a couple podcasts this week. I have a couple next week. Yeah, crazy stuff. Just streaming, focusing on the market, videos. Foster Hill saying, hey Jin, hey Justin, hey fam. Gooseneck says Diamond Hands. Foster Hill says, thank you, man. It's been a pleasure to introduce Pro to the community. Such a down-to-earth guy, and he is going to spread the good word of OMI and Veve for sure. Thank you. Justice Diamond Hands. Zach R says, what's the story behind the jacket? It's just blackmilk.com. You get really cool stuff from there. And the Sketch Lab, thank you so much for that super chat, saying, as a follower/listener, I appreciate your commitment to the community, live stream interaction, and all the OMI/Veve talk. As I've said, come for the Chavez, stay for the Chavez. I get joy out of just listening in. Thank you. Billy Bob Bitcoin says, Randy, don't forget about us thousandaires. We can make it too. Of course you are. 100% you are. Mars David says, great work, Foster and Andre with Pro the Doge. You'll be so happy with the investment, in my opinion. Big up. Same here. Shosh says, what do you think about the Labyrinth drop? Interested? The Pan's Labyrinth that we have? Yeah, it's great. I can't wait for that. Foster Hill says, thanks, Mars. Told him it's going to suck to explain to his followers how the Dogecoin millionaire made more money on OMI. Mars said, Foster Hill, you're a beast. Big thanks for educating the Pro the Doge. Yeah, it's amazing. So did you see the video of Veve Vault interviewing the NFT tax guy? Tax season isn't going to be fun for some of us that flip. I didn't, but I hope it was educational. I hope people learned. Watch Indepre says significance of animated tag. First appearance is the first one on the blockchain. First edition means the first one to just be on this ecosystem. And animated is just animated. Gooseneck say, Randy, you and Foster are brothers now. Spider-Man Secret Rare Sellers Special Club. We are. Ours is hilarious, but they can all get paid. We did. Foster says, Goose, I've heard it's actually a more exclusive club. It might be. Junior Sanchez says, Supergirl, the next sleeper. Superman Todd. Maybe. Bill says the same cost, too. Junior says, everyone's sleeping on the female characters. I have 6 Storm. I'll have you know. I'm all about equal opportunity. ML says, I sold my Iron Man at 800, but still have my Spider-Man. 14 Secret Rare. Nice. Gooseneck says, Foster, don't sell them golden moments. We're on a bull run. Mars Davis Supergirl isn't the top 10 of the comic book characters. Sorry, guys, do not sell golden moments. Yeah, golden moments are pretty good. Jonathan Kim, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, what do you think about the Decon heroes? Trade for a Mickey Steamboat uncommon. Yeah, I would. Yeah, long term especially. I know you got Decon at 950. You're gonna take a 25 gem loss, but that's a smart play. It's short term loss, long term gain. Foster said my Veve collectibles are on a lock. Have no fear. I learned my lesson. When one says Secret Rare, Invisible Woman is not moving. Is she worth keeping? She's not moving? She moved yesterday. Or would you sell her now and buy someone with higher upside? Does she not move? Because she was moving yesterday. Again, if they changed that, I don't know. Hold on. There is a tweet. Oh my God. So we had 150 million OMI burned today. And the last billion OMI was burned in 8 days. On average, we're burning a billion OMI every 10 days. It's nuts. That's crazy. This is madness. This is Sparta. Yeah, so 8 days, then 15 days, 3 days, 8 days, 10 days. But that's insane. We're burning a billion OMI every 10 days. This is nuts. This is nuts. That's heckin' ridiculous. So, moving on. Yeah, I'd keep. Yeah, I'd have to take a look into. I'll take a look into it right now. To see if, I'll go in my vault, my collection. Oh my God, my cell phone needs to charge. Okay, finally it's applying the setup. I can go in the vault here in a couple seconds, and I'll be able to see what we have with the Invisible Woman. Because I was literally playing with her yesterday. What? We got a new Patreon member. I'll get to that as soon as I get this. I don't know why it's taking for. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she moves. Yeah, she moves 100%. I'll show you. She totally moves. She totally moves. But wow, I got a super chat, or not a super chat. I got a Patreon member, Jordan Table Lamp. Just premiered, just for me. Okay. So let me take another question while I go do this. Mars Davis says, unless there's an emergency, never sell golden moments. Not financial advice. Eli the Prophet says, Randy Chavez, you rock, dude. Thanks, Eli. Thanks, Eli the Prophet. Gooseneck giving me those thumbs up. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the liking of the videos. Those make me feel special as well, especially when I get a bunch of likes. Like, all right. Ryan Domini says, Randy, I'm thinking about selling the first appearance Joker, first appearance Harley Quinn, Elsa Wally, guess Superman. What do you think? I think I answered that in Super Chat before. Storm is probably okay. But I wouldn't sell for the comic just yet unless you talk to Comics and Crypto or Sleep in Comics. Oh, he's part of the Meow Gang too. Okay, so it's 16 January 2022. Okay. So since we got a new Meow Gang Patreon member, we're going to do a Patreon member shout out. I can't. Okay, there we go. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? Said one day he'll need you. Oh God, I forgot the rest of the words. Oh no, it's been so long. You can take my emo card now. I'm so embarrassed. Mike A with that $9.99 super chat saying, Randy, thanks for support mentally, financially, and spiritually. Thank you so much for being here in the Church of Dashi. Means a lot. Azza says, I see some NFTs by themselves being retirements. NFTs would think twice before selling. Yeah. Cloud just says, keep him or sell and buy Todd. Now I do. This is hard because I do see him going to like $30,000 really, really quickly. Like OMI to NFT, OpenSea, whatever it is. There's such a big difference between the price of Donnie and the price of him, and him is more popular than Donnie. But again, how long do you have to hold just to save face? But I mean, if you've held this long, how much? It's really, really hard. I don't know what the right answer is. I mean, say like him or Todd. Oh, dude, Todd. But this has been the same price for a while, and I know for a lot of people, it's like, oh yeah, as soon as I sell it, he's gonna like triple up, and you might be right. Stay down here forever? I don't know. I mean, Todd is definitely safer. I mean, Todd's been continuing to grow. Him hasn't moved, but same thing. Him hasn't moved. So he's probably gonna move at some point. People are probably gonna want him. I don't know who though. I don't know who. Cloud checks. Sorry, Justin. Steamboat Willie slept on. I mean, not really. I mean, he'll keep going up, but I don't think he slept on. Alan Kim says, thanks, man. Appreciate for your insight. No problem. So would you buy Iron Man first appearance of Joker? Yeah, probably Iron Man. Mars Davis says, Todd is once in a lifetime NFT. No question. It's true. 10 days of Steamboat Ultra Rare should be over 15K. That's a lot. That's a lot. There's a lot of mints of him. I mean, he will eventually, but right now it's a lot. Mars Davis says, Brandon Soto, Golden Moments. Iron Man will hit 100K in the future. That's a lot, too. Maybe years in the future. I fully expect Riso to hit 100K well before then, though. Shadow MT says, yo, the Batman who laughs is flying. Dude, he's been going nuts. I mentioned that in the stream this morning. Going crazy. Justin says, Todd is my god. Mars says, Timothy Lamentary, correct. Ultra Rare Mickey's going to explode. How's this good? Justin says, going up 100 gems is not flying. I mean, in the last week or so, he's gone up a lot. Gooseneck says, Todd is unstoppable. Timothy says, yeah, I'm keeping the blue chips I have and trying to stack 20,000 gems for the upcoming announcements. Very nice. Don says, I bought a few days ago for 170. It's now 600. Oh my god. Brian Soto, thank you for the super chat. His first appearance. Joker, Iron Man, probably Iron Man. Uncle Jay says, Secret Rare Iron Fist. What do you guys think? I don't know because I don't really know that comic. So ask Sleeping Comics or Comics and Crypto. Brian Teppa says, I have some Bitcoin. Do you think I should change some for OMI at this price, bro? Yeah, I got this big concern. Bitcoin, I don't know or care what that does. It'll probably keep going up in the future, but I already sold everything for OMI. If someone gifts me $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, all going into OMI. Watching price prediction difference between Secret Rare Spider-Man and Ultra Rare Spider-Man. I think the Secret Rare will be 8x of what the Ultra Rare is in the future, even when it's $500,000. Yeah. Obadiah Goldcheck-Stenovis says, hell, sometimes I can't even wrap my head around how early we all are. I think we can all agree we all looked for an early crypto. It found us. This is our space. It is. This is going to make us so much money. Daddy Dollars, the $5 super chat, saying, what up, Randy, my boy? Struck out on the drop, but aped into the full set. That dropped today. Love it. What about you? P.S. Florida's still waiting for you. I can't wait to go to Florida. I can't wait to share a drink with you. I did not get the drop today. I didn't ape in. I don't have enough gems to ape in. Last Lunch says, I think you should definitely buy my Secret Iron Fist. But for real, it's an undervalued and priced Secret Rare right now if you want long term. Maybe. Explicit said, do you think this is the last time we'll see OMI at these prices? Do you think there'll be any other dips? Now I'm waiting. I got some more at 50.005 last week. There might be some short-term dips. It would be short-lived, though. Go to the moon soon. Adam says Fantastic Four number 13, Ultra Mooning. Nice. Uncle Jay says At Last Lunch. Nan always coming up. Through. Thank you. Says, got you, Uncle Jay. Stack on Secret Rare while you can. Pixel Trader says, thoughts on swapping out Iron Man for Rare Spidey? Yeah, I'd probably do that. Keanu Asaya says, what's up, Randy? Thanks for all the time you give us your insight. My question is, what's the best pickup for about $200-ish? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a Rare Groot? Only animated one you can get for $200. Esteban says, Avengers logo or Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman. 100% Wonder Woman. Keanu says, also, what's your thoughts on Season 1 Mermacornos? I don't really think... I mean, they're cute. They're cool. My girlfriend likes them, but I don't think they're really anything crazy or special. And he says, I love Ritmo, one of my favorite Veve NFTs. Nice. Yeah, Ritmo's pretty cool. Steven Duarte says, what's up, Randy? Just flipped for an ultra rare Mickey. Yo, good for you, mate. Good for you. Moonboy says, Randy, you get 1 ether for the facilitation of this deal. Wait, what facilitation of what deal? I'll totally do it. X Idol says HG. I don't know what that means. Steven Duarte says, I'm thinking you have an obsession with alligators. Yeah, I kind of do. Jonathan Kim says, I'm stocking up on Deadpool commons. You have 11. Nice, nice. I only have 1, but I do have the full set. We got Shosh saying, are you excited for Labyrinth drop? I think so. Panop Tita Parun says, what is your opinion on Kripkins? Not too high right now. Dan Lee says he's very bullish, but I'm not too high on it. Android 415 says, what do you think of the Secret Rare Daredevil? I think it's very good. Victor says, why are your Throg collectibles being slept on? I don't know if they are. Like they've like doubled in the last week. I mean, so is everything, but I think they're okay. Now they're not at the all-time highs that they were at, but I still do like them. Ryan Dome says, thinking about selling for experience. Joe, yeah, I did. It's my 3rd time answering, but Storm I like. I wouldn't get Spider-Man 3 unless I talk to Comics and Crypto or Sleep in Comics. Selling the others for Superman, probably okay. Yo, Rare Spider-Man at 2K. What do I think of Deadpool? I love him. Got the whole set. He's mine. Dylan Thee says, when will withdrawals be available? A couple months, probably. I just feel like everything on this app is being slept on, honestly. A lot of it is. What's up, Ethan Youngberg? How's it going? Moonboys, Andrew415, Truth Be Spoken. Steven says, I just sold my Secret Rare Spidey comic to go towards the Ultra Rare Mickey, but I did. Nice. Android says, we're all in the golden age. Really, anything honestly would be good. Financial advice. Moonboy says it's true. Jim Bond says, just add more OMI to my bag. Add it. Good for you. Good for you, Jim. Just says, buy Blue Chip. Android says, no lie, Veve will be the biggest NFT site in the world. OpenSea can't go up against Disney. I feel like Disney will always make sure they're at the top. You're 100% correct. Moonboy says, exactly. Pranky says, Randy, love the channel. Keep doing great. Thank you so much, Park East Music. Appreciate it. Moonboy says, OpenSea, a garage sale. Veve is the boutique. Oh, that's a good point. OpenSea is like, I would say OpenSea is like the mall. And we are like the Lloyd's in New York City, where everything's super expensive. It's nice and fancy. Everyone wants to go there. A lot of the prices will be huge. Android says it's crazy how we're all in Veve now. Like everything on this app will 10x. It's done really, really well for us. Director Wolf Dog says, Randy, why didn't you consider selling your Secret Rare Spidey and dusting on the gems until MTL, then buying OMI? Because OMI will moon before MTL happens. Android says only because supports and developers on the app. What supports and developers? Oh yeah, we got a lot of support. Jay Otaro says, good evening, Randy. Hope your day is going well. Thank you so much. I think I'm actually in... It is about to be Monday. And again, thank you, Jordan, for that. Thank you, Jordan, for the... Wow, So Nathan... Okay. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Crazy Croat. And thank you, Jordan, for coming on to the Patreon. You guys are great. I appreciate that so much tonight. Moving on here. Jonathan Kim with that super chat saying, invested into Doge 5K, swap all in for OMI. I would. I'm not you, but yeah, I would 100% do that. Taka says, Superman, Ultra Rare Spidey, and Wonder Woman to the moon. And it was, how much did you sell your Secret Rare Spider-Man? It was for, well, let's say I had 117 million OMI, and now I have low 120s. So, yeah. Diego Pereiro says, hey, I'm so happy to see the Iron Man at 2K. Go Iron Man. Go Iron Man. Winwood, honestly don't even want to sell for gems. Ether all day. I don't even think in dollars anymore, to be honest. So yeah, that's a lot of OMI. Jonathan says, thank you. Dylan says, sell those for Steamboat Willie. Moonboy says, all about that Ether value. Joam says, just having OMI on the Veve app. Is that staking? How does it? No, they'll let us know when the time comes. MK Ultra Instinct says, yes, buy OMI. Moonboy says, F a dollar or a gem amount. All I speak is Ether. And a lot of people like you will be on the app spending loads of moolah. Moonboy says, oh, dirt, I just read that. Kobe Collects, thank you for that super chat. Saying, what's up, brother? How you doing today? Thank you so much for being here. I always get value out of what you bring, blessing us with your presence. Thank you for that again. We got Wes with $1.09 super chat. Says, you will move to Florida and want to move because of humidity. I don't really mind the heat. I was born in Peru. I spent 7 months in the desert. Heat is okay. Heat is fine. Again, most of my time is spent indoors anyway, and I like the fact that able to go outside and train in the heat. It's really good. I really enjoy that. Now, where was I here? Jay Otaro says, I don't think it's available. Victor says, you think the Throg collectibles will go up? Yes, I do. Jay Otaro says, hey Kobe. Straight says, are there side rewards or benefits in Veve for OMI holders? Are you going for Master Collector? I'm not going for Master Collector, but I am going for like Master Staker. $50,000 to stake. The top tier, I am going for that. Kobe Collect says, hey. Justin's laughing. Jay says, yeah, I agree about Death. She's my favorite on the app. She cool. She chill. Bread and Soto with that $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Say 4,000 of Veve, 4,000 in OMI. I think 4,000 in OMI. SJ says 4,000 of Veve. SJ says flip a few things and make some money and then invest into OMI, in my opinion. But SJ, like, by the time you go and flip a few things, again, to try to cash out for OMI, you have to make more than what the item's discounted for. Like, let's say if you have $10,000, okay, and you have to, let's say you you double your money, and now you have $2,000. Well, you have to sell that at a discount. Like, no one's just going to give you $2,000 worth of OMI for 2,000 gems. It has to be at a heavy discount. So you're already starting with negative when you put in $1,000 in if you want to cash out for OMI. And who knows, we could have a gem squeeze and you could lose some money in short term. So that's why I say OMI. Justin says OMI. Steven Duarte says Veve unless you have a small bag. Now Parky's Music says, Randy, do you think Pokemon or Darth Vader will be coming this year to Veve? Yes, I do. Greg Milner says, love your channel, love your energy, love the jacket. Why the kitchen? Does winning make you hungry? Always hungry. I don't have a computer. I don't have furniture. I have 2 chairs that my girlfriend gave me. I don't even have a bed. So this is the best place to stake. I feel like when you go without, you definitely feel like more thankful for other things. And I feel like do what others won't today so you can have what others can't tomorrow. Most sensible people that are clinically sane would say, like, dude, you got so much money, spend an extra $800 a month, get a 2-bedroom, get a bed, get some nice things. To me, that's so much money that could be going into investments, and I don't need that stuff. I would rather do this and strictly invest. But also, when you're in the military, you a lot of times go, and not everyone gets this, that you're just bare bones in it. Like, you're sleeping on a cot for deploy. Like, you're intense. Unless you get staff sergeant and above, then you can sleep in a house. But quality of life is not always so good. So honestly, going from it's so hard for something to like. This is like as good as it gets. Like it's like okay, still have a place to sleep, still have four walls, still have food. Like this is. Some people be like, "How do you live like this?" But if you're in the military, like that's fine. This is fine. Um, so maybe it's that. But yeah, kitchen just because there's a table where I could put my tablet. I could put my leg up on the chair if I need, if I want. So that's why. Um, SF SWFL resale says that Randy Chavez. If you had around 100 gems, what odds would be looking at? Probably an uncommon Groot or probably two uncommon Groot because they're animated. You can get them for $50 each. Jordan Table Map says, "Hey at Jay, glad to see another Death Holder. Oh, glad to see." Matt says, "Coming up to 6.9K subs. Congrats. Do I have 6.8? There's no way I have 6.8. Do I? Let's see. I have 6,789 subs. Wow, I didn't think I'd get that, but I did. It's crazy. I've been getting a lot of subs each day. Like the last month or since January 1st, I haven't gotten less than 20 subs a day. So it's very, very humbling to have something like that. But yeah, I am 100 something subscribers away from having 6,900 subscribers. Says, I remember when you were doing vids in your office about Earth 2. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, yeah, before I retired, I was making videos since March of 2020. I was in my friend's basement, or like it was like right next to a boiler room. So I have upgraded a lot from my previous living conditions. This is heaven. Well, maybe not have, but this is a big upgrade from where I used to be at. It was insane. It was insane. And then Matt says, first discovering E2 was so euphoric, dude. That was, oh my god. And still, like again, I have Chavez Topia. I only add to that every single week. It's beautiful. Got a lot of essence now. Jay Otaro says that Jordan Table Matt. Hey there. Hope they come out with a Dream or Delirium next. That'd be cool. Drew Seller with that $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying my portfolio went from 80K to 135 these last 2 weeks. Let's get this bread. I love this game. I can't believe you made $55,000 in a few weeks. That's nuts. That's this is a good time. Jared goes, thank you, Chavez, for the value you bring. I'm trying my very best. Mickey makes his last chance to buy DeLorean Time Machine. Why nobody says it is one of the first blue chips, first season, first cars in Veve. Wants to be like a Ready Player One. The main character drives a DeLorean. Agreed. Jordan says, at Jay, we need all the endless on Veve. Keenan says, I see great potential in the Powerpuff Girls. Got Blossom and Buttercup yesterday. What are your thoughts? I like them. I will get them back at some point. Timothy says, make the cards limited, but then that's where the renting comes into play. Ooh, that could be hard. But maybe. Billy McCuddy says, Borg baby, resistance is futile. Glad to see some more Star Trek fans on here. And we got Android415 saying, why do you choose OMI more than in-app gems? Also, what do you think of Secret Rare Daredevil? I love Secret Rare Daredevil. First appearance. And just because OMI is currently, I think, more undervalued than a lot of the stuff on the app. Not all, but a lot. Oh my God, Satoshi says, may the warmth be with you. Oh, Iran. You're right. Straight FCRW. Farsi is Iran. Maybe that was it. Okay. Randy Chavez, Earth 2. Iran. Oh, man. It was. I think I was here. Influence politics, map boxes. No. I don't really. Man. Problems, economics, aircraft. Oh man, yeah, I don't know what that would be. Risking my retirement by OMI. No, man. Or maybe if I just put Earth 2 Iran, I feel like I'm gonna get something crazy with that. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, guys. I'll try to find it for you at some other point. I was why you sell Secret Rare Spidey because I did a live stream, but I did a whole video on that also yesterday. Definitely go check that out. It takes really long to explain. Jonathan Kim says, my question to you is, why is it going down then? Why is OMI going down? It's just the ups and downs of the market. It's not going to just go up forever. Goes up, goes down. Or why is it staying stagnant? Because again, it's very hard for people to buy right now. Very hard. Akash says, thoughts on Voltron? Might go up slowly but steadily. As OMI goes down because it's top heavy. Too many large whales to sell off after run. Also true. Aaron says, need Binance and Coinbase to get more small fish. I think KuCoin, Kraken, Gemini, and Crypto.com are probably enough to get it to that next level. Obadiah, go check us out. At John Kim, nothing goes up forever. Honestly, I hope it goes back down so I could buy more at a nice dip. Same. Mark Reeves says, bruh, I've been buying up all the comics under $13. Let's go. Thoughts on Voltron? Yeah, I think Voltron is a little undervalued. As people get in, they'll buy. Could take a while, though. As Steph W says, if you had 100 gems, would you be watching? Probably 2 uncommon Groots. If I still could. Crazy Dan says, I love this game. Long Halloween. Thank you for the super chat. I think Voltron is moving. It says a 710 floor now. That is definitely better. Joey Requejo, almost at 1 million OMI. Dude, you're going to get it. Going to get it. Aaron says, did you sell Secret Rush Spidey? I did. Ginferno says, Joey, congrats. Watch Any Prey. Thank you for that $2 super chat saying, what do you want that you haven't heard is coming? I did answer it before, but I do want board games. I do want card games. And I do want music. Park East Music coming in saying, Randy, you should have 100K subscribed with your content. It's amazing. Well, the goal is 20K by the end of this year, and I think I can do it. I think I can do that. Even if I don't, and it's like I fall short and I get 15,000 subs. That's still a lot. That's still increase. That's still 1.5xing what I started at, a little over $6,000 in January. So that's what I'm trying for. Again, maybe I go higher. But right now, let's say if Taps Trades stopped making videos. Let's say if he stopped. Maybe I might catch him at some point during the year, but anyone that's really in this is pretty much subscribing to Taps because he's got the most and it's well deserved. And if I can't get to 20K if Taps doesn't grow, because Taps has this. Like I said, anyone that's really watching anything like this on YouTube is probably following Taps. So I think the cap right now for how much I can get currently is probably around 17,000 subscribers. And I do think that, again, in the future, like the end of this year, Taps will have 50,000 subscribers easily, if not 100. Because again, a lot of people are going to come in and they're going to, yeah. so they're going to come in. So I'm trying my very best. Scabby says, Long Island gang. Jay Ataro says, yes, Vimo for the win. Aaron going into Superman break 7K. I thought he did before. David says, Ascendex for Spit4X. Spit4X I think is better. Obadiah, Gold Czechoslovak says, I bought 20 Common Avengers number 57. Oh, Tales of Suspense. Physical record sale was 40K. I feel once more comic collectors hit the app, they will be going for the common original cover more than others. Only time will tell. Very true. I have a secret rare of that. Diogo says, I would like to get my OMI back to 1 million. Should I sell my 3 golden moments, Bart and Marvel set in the near future? Please eat healthy. I will, starting soon. That's hard. It's hard to say because you do have to sell at a discount, but probably I probably would, knowing that I would not sell until I hit $1 because that'd be $1 million. So yeah. Lenny says, any thought on Powerpuff Girls? Yeah, I love them. Kyle Jones says, hey, Randy, with recent surge that occurred this week, Wonder Woman in particular already hit 1,600. Do you think the gap between her and Superman's value of 7K will close? I think that will percentages wise will be wildly different, but I do think in the future, I don't know. I do think that will close a little bit. But I think that in the future, maybe the difference between price is not 7,000. I think the difference could be greater, 20 or 30,000, but I think the percentages will get smaller. Like if let's say the difference right now is let's say $6,000. I think and it is Superman's like a lot higher than her, but percentage wise, and she is, let's say, she's 20% of what Superman is. I think in the future she'll be like half of what Superman is, but he'll be at 30K and she'll be at 15K. So I think that in the future, even though the gap does get bigger, the percentage what she is goes from 20% of what Superman is to half of what Superman is. So the gap will get bigger as far as dollar wise, but the percentage will get she'll gain in percentage wise. Ow. We got Braden Soto with that $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, having a hard time unpicking what to grab currently. Have around 4,000 gems free. What would you get? Thanks for the stream. Thank you for the super chat. Again, I think a rare Spidey and a Wonder Woman, and then an ultra rare Alligator Loki. Rare Spidey, a Wonder Woman, and ultra rare Alligator Loki. That's what I would get. Right now. Okay, just what I would get. Dan K says, oh no, I'm sorry, I missed that. Yeah, Lenny, I love Powerpuff Girls. Enlightened Indigo says, what do you think about the specimen storyline and how would it develop in long term to maybe bring more value to the collection? I actually don't know. I'm not familiar with it. Sorry. Dan K says, are we buying these Invisible Women at 50? Anyone else? I don't really have a lot of gems, or else I might. Yogurt says, why didn't they animate Voltron? I don't know. I wish they did. John Taylor says, I don't know if you answered this or not for me, but would you take profits for Superman before MTL? No. Pretty much no. Again, even though MTL could go down a little bit, but no. Lenny Battaglia says, any thoughts on Powerpuffs? Yes. Okay, I'm going to ignore any of the rest of those. John Taylor says, good looks. Yeah, Tyler says, Randy, I hope we can help make your work times fun and refreshing, even if it is work. We appreciate it. Yeah, no, I do have a good time. We do have fun. I laugh a lot. And it's, yeah, I mean, it's probably because, education for newer people, but also, to really get these people, they do pay a good rate. Like they do pay a lot to be on there. So it's really is to benefit them and, growing the hobby. So growing the hobby is probably most important. Growth and education. Shane Keepness says, I bought the Star Wars set today and first appearance Joker before it gets really parabolic. Good for you, mate. Drew says, with the way things have gone over the past year with both OMI and Earth 2, would you still have chosen the route you did? Looks like E2 will be on an exchange in the next few months instead of all in on OMI. I mean, I if I had a crystal, I would have timed it better, or would have put all of it in at 0.001, 4, instead of buying it at 0.007, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then all the way back up. I would have done that then, but yeah. We got Lit Cherry Vlog saying, everyone excited about the Veve transition for the Asian market, and don't sleep on Voltron. Fair point. Super Duper Hanks, what's up, Randy? I bought more OMI today. Get that bread. John says, what's your opinion on Jermaine Rogers' specimen drop? Are you collecting any? Nah. We got Super Duper Hank again coming in saying, hey, Randy, what's blue? Not that heavy. Light blue. Light blue. Jay Otar's My Chemical Romance says, I'm glad I'm not the only one forgetting the words. Yeah, man. I take my emo card, man. I messed up. Your Patriot says, Throg fam. I have 2 sets of Throg. Metabird says, chat, should I get the gold moments? Elsa or 3-3? Elsa. I would get Elsa. Digital Sniper says, thanks, Randy. My family and I are investing in OMI now. Super excited. Let's get this bread. Giovanni Flores says, top 3 grails in the app. Marvel Comics #1, Secret Rare Spider-Man. I would say Fantastic Four #1, or a Todd, or a Riso, or a Walt. It's all tied for #3. Or Ultra Rare Spider-Man. Leo December says, Randy, you've helped me and guided me through a lot. I started in this space about a year ago, and in 2 months watching you, I have made more money than the entire year. Thanks a lot. Hugs, brother. Matt Ice says, amazing content, long-time lurker, but now becoming active in the community. OMI millionaire looking to build a collection on Veve. Nice. Obadiah Goldcheck-Ostenovitz says, I know I keep talking about it, but Batgirl is about to break 300. I'm very happy. Good. Yeah, I like the first appearance Batgirl. She's great. Really good pictures with her. Matt, is any advice on the Wolverine or Venom? Looking to buy 4 or 5 pieces for $5K budget. For comics, I don't know. I really don't know on the comics. But 5K, 4 to 5 pieces. I would do a rare Spider-Man. I'd do a Wonder Woman, and then say that brings you over 3K. Then maybe 3.4, and then another 1.6, maybe a first appearance Harley Quinn, and then an ultra rare Alligator Loki. I'd say those 4 would probably be pretty good, for 5K. Colt Casey says, thoughts on Marvel Mighties, specifically Doctor Doom and Bucky Barnes. Doctor Doom is great. Absolutely fantastic. And Bucky's good. Bucky's good also. But yeah, I love Doctor Doom. I think he's doing really well. All right, and he'll do even better in the future. AKA Bash says, what's up? Not gonna lie, I'm new to Veve and OMI, so I'm glad to be at least finally able to be on it. Yeah, glad AR at least finally be on it. I'm glad to have you. Welcome to the family. Drinks in the fridge. There's not. There's nothing in the fridge. Billy Bob Bitcoin says, thank you, Dog, and meet Kevin Padawan for the giveaway. Oh my god, yeah, they're great. They're great. Colby Collects does a lot of giveaways also. MBZ says, Randy, should I move my dot now to OMI? And any other crypto that I had, I already moved to OMI. And if I had more, I would move to OMI. Enlightened Indigo says, we'll be able to turn gems into OMI? No. Wes says, you'll move to Florida and want to move because of humidity. I'm fine with the heat. Keenan says, C3PO at 2.5K. Yo, good for him. Scabbers says, let's go. I'm also from Peru and live in Long Island. Vamos Peru, carajo. Oh, wow. Very good. Cheers, mate. Just NFT and B says, I got the Invisible Woman on the drop, and this is now my top 3 NFT. People need to see how awesome she is. Yeah, she's really cool. She's really great. Feed the Berg. Feed the Big says, what do you think about the Captain America Secret Rare? I have 2 of him, and I have number 47 of one of them. And number 47, I know who has which numbers 41 through 45. And those are locked up. So number 46 is technically the lowest you can get, but he's not out there. So I'm the lowest that you can get at 37,000. It is very, very undervalued, in my opinion, by at least thousands of dollars. Augustin Montezuma says, I found Veve because I watch Andre Jick, and I have since been all in, but this is something I never see anyone ask. How did you learn about Veve, and was it just good timing when you did? Pretty much, yeah. I was pretty much all in on Earth 2 at the time. And I still, that Earth 2 is the one thing that I did not sell. I sold everything else for OMI except for Earth 2, because I'm very, very bullish on it. But Earth 2 at the time, it was suspected that the crypto that Earth 2 would use would be on the Go chain. So I started looking for tokens that were on the Go chain. And I was like, okay, we're probably going to have something that's a lot of them were minted. And that's really, really low value. And it's like, oh, hey, look at this. OMI. And then Earth 2 Mastery did a video on it saying like, hey, this is, he did a few videos on it. He's like one of the OGs. And I was like, oh, wow, this is great. And he was in the YouTube name, Earth 2 Mastery. So I took a look at it, and I was like, could we be using OMI for Earth 2? I fell in love with the tokenomics. Orion Crypto Trader was the first person that did a tokenomics video. And I was like, oh, this is the tokenomics are beautiful. And then I went and looked at the team behind Akomi. And as soon as I saw Alfred Kahn that was in, I was like, it's over. Where this is, he was in charge of licensing. I went so hard in. I called my friend Dan. I was like, this is what's happening to tokenomics. This is who's involved. I know that means nothing to you right now, but trust me. Um, and yeah, and it was just lucky timing that I got, I wasn't looking for it. Had I not been involved in Earth 2, I would not have found out what OMI was. I'd still be working. Oh my God. Ugh. Or maybe I wouldn't still be working. Because I would have, I just learned about blood. I would have probably found it eventually. But maybe I wouldn't have gone all in at that point. But that was a good question. Good question, Jake. That wasn't Jake. That was Augustin. So we do have another Patreon member shout out. What's it gonna be? Debbie just hit the wall. She never had it all. One Prozac a day, husband's a CPA. Her dreams went out the door when she turned 24. Only been with one man. What happened to her plan? She was gonna be an actress. She was gonna be a star. She was gonna shake her on the hood of White Sing's car. Her yellow SUV is now the enemy. All right. Some Bowling for Soup. Gotta love them. And everyone, during this little intermission, should go to Twitter and follow at HeyDavidDon and at King Mavs Forever. You gotta follow Standoff Chart and King Mavs on the Veve app. You need to go to Kobe Collects and OMI Player One on the YouTube and hit subscribe. And some other people I'm subscribed to. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Golden Assets, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy of Bermuda, and Sodi Pop Media, all on the YouTube. You got at EQ_crypto and at Wet Wizard Veve on the app. Definitely people you should follow. They always have good insight to check out. Got DerekBrad.com/pages/Veve-photography. There you go to if you want to see some professional photography of Veve NFTs. AfroDroidLegends.com, YouStayGlassy.store, and WoundedWarriorProject.org is places you want to go if you want to spend some monies or donate monies. And AffinityHypnotherapy.com.au is if you want to talk to someone or if you want to support Aussie friends, have an issue you want to work out, definitely go to them. And I'll plug my own Patreon down below. And ChaviCat5 on the ChaviCat5 on the app. Totally follow because that's me. Mm-hmm. Jake Donnelly says, Randy, be careful with taxes. Each time you sell a collectible, it's a taxable event. So you've all had a CPA on today and did a great video. Everyone should watch. I don't know if that'll be a thing with different states. I do hope that was educational. I do hope that was good. Yes, I hope but everyone should really talk to their own accountant. Lord of the Realm says every golden moment worth at least 1K now. Oh, very nice, very nice. Braden Soto with that $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Just having a hard time on picking what to grab currently, around 4,000 gems. Wonder Woman and rare Spidey, and then ultra rare Alligator Loki. MBZ says, you think common 130 Steamboat Willie can clear 10K long term? That's a lot. Probably not. Chris Algon says, how can it be taxable then, even though it's not money? Yeah, that was my question, but again, talk to the accountant. New York Patriot says, for Voltron, they could pull a Ritmo play on us where they make it animated later. It's true. Mark D says, when 10,000 of the richest people on Earth own Wonder Woman, will more than 3,888 of them want the complete set? Maybe. Jerry, C15 says, what up, Randy? C15 in here. What do you think about Ben Reilly first appearance? I have both of them. I love them. I'm not selling for a while. There's thoughts on Iron Man hitting 3K next. That's possible. It's possible. D Supreme says, for comics, just buy Common Grails, MC1, Fantastic Four 1, Amazing Spider-Man 1. I think Journey into Mystery 1's pretty good too. Fantastic Four number 5 is good. Yeah. There, Pedro says, why am I about to ape into Voltron? Oh. Enlightening Indigo says, even though you didn't know the answer to my question, thanks for the response, my boy. Everyone, don't forget to leave a like on the live stream to show this great opportunist some love. Thank you so much. Our patron says the Asian market comment was a good one. What is your DCA? I don't know. I really don't know. I bought everywhere. Veve Crusader says, I have 90,000 OMI, slowly building my bag, and I'm from Ecuador. Hello, neighbor. Howdy. Their Patriot says, gems equals money, so I don't know how it can be a taxable event until you realize your gains, aka cash out. I think so too. Nerd Challenge says, much love for everybody, and how's your night, Randy? I bought me another Groot today. Rare Groot today. Pulled the trigger. Get it. I'm doing very well. My voice is tired, so I'm going to go in like 2 minutes. Gunther Heisenberg says, let's pump Karen Ultra Rare. I can't really participate in any pumps, but I will be there rooting for her to move. Double C says, did you sell an Iron Man and add the gems to get an Elsa? I didn't, but I'd probably keep Iron Man. Nero Pager says, does not equal money. Sorry, programmer symbol. Oh, I'm not a programmer. I feel you. Guys, that is it for me. I am wiped. Nerd Challenge says, yeah, man, get some rest, bro. Thank you. God, thank you all for the super chats. Thank you all to the new Patreon members today. Old and new. Everyone on the fridge and the freezer. Let me know if you want to get on the fridge or a permanent spot on the freezer is the only one left. Crazy Dance, have a good day. Yo, Scappy made $150,000 in 4 months thanks to Veve. That's amazing. There's how to think of the gems as a stable coin. Thanks for everything. No problem. Take care. See you. Thank you for the company. A great one, Randy. Thank you. Dope jacket. Thank you. Everyone said bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I thank you all for the super chats. I love you. Bye. Meow, meow, meow.